Fun.
Why is that promo there?
Alive.
Why is it there? I'm like, I don't give a shit why it's there. I like it. Well, like, oh, hi. All right. How's it
Hello,
going?
everybody.
Hello, Devon.
Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, well, it's been 2 weeks. Exactly. Is what it's
Okay.
been.
Yeah.
To the day, in fact. You know,
You've
looking
done a
at
lot of
Tyrion
stuff.
there on that promo, the amount of times I've seen Tyrion take a drink, not knowing what the fucking hell it was about, ever. No clue who that guy was. No clue why I was in your videos, and now I know everything about that guy,
You've never
Which guy
seen
are we
Tyrion
talking
Tyrion
about?
Lannister.
himself? Tyrion? The midget?
Tyrion Lannister,
Oh, right, right, right.
the dwarf.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
because of
How
course
did you say his name
I'm
again?
up to Tyrion.
Okay.
Tyrion Lannister. Why do you think I said it?
I don't know, man.
Tyrion.
You sound like you're from King's Landing. It's awesome. You're like a butcher or something. Well, yeah, I mean, you saw the whole show. I mean, what was your analysis? Do you love the thing? Are you a diehard fan now?
I am completely and utterly addicted to Game of Thrones, as is
Yeah,
Rebecca. Yeah, it's. I mean, I heard you talking about it a lot, and obviously I had to dip in and out of it because I didn't want any spoilers. But
right.
you,
Why
when
are you
you
so
talk about the
resistant?
production values and stuff,
Mhm.
it's not resistant, man. It's just getting the fucking time. It's like you have to commit. All right, I'm going to commit now to watching. Because how many episodes in one season? It's like 10,
Yeah,
maybe, or eight or 10 or whatever. So I'm now committed to watching 60 episodes of Game of Thrones as quickly as I can, taking it on as best I can.
yeah. But I mean,
But
you
no,
wanted to
I mean
do
I'm
it. It
blown away.
wasn't.
Of
You're,
course I
you're
did.
acting
Yeah,
like it was
yeah. It wasn't
homework.
something
Yeah.
that I was meant to do. No. But it's you have to kind of pass out that time. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
when the kids have gone to bed, this is what we're going to be doing.
Right.
We
Now, what
watch Game of
surprised
Thrones
you
when the kids
about
have
the
gone to bed.
show? What was your favorite sort of parts of it or themes?
um, the violence is
Hmm.
something else. I mean,
Graphic.
yeah, no, I think we mentioned it last time, but I've seen ISIS videos and I've seen people getting beheaded and all that kind of thing, but it didn't hold uh, the nastiness of Theon getting tortured.
Man,
That was just
you're still on Theon. What about the Battle of the Bastards? That was the best
the
battle
well,
scene
Alabastas. Yeah,
ever.
that was yes, that was
Is it
fantastic.
actually named the Battle of the Bastards?
Yeah,
That's what the episode's called. Yeah, yeah,
I think
Okay.
they call it that too. Yeah,
yeah,
it's awesome. I mean, honestly, the best I've ever seen on film or television.
yeah,
And there's a lot of battles. Like, there's a lot of violence in movies, and that was the best one I've ever seen.
yeah.
Also,
One thing I
because of the
absolutely
fact,
loved. Sorry, go
yeah.
ahead.
uh,
No, go. No, go.
Okay.
You go ahead.
One thing that makes it unique is that you have no idea who's going to survive or die in that battle.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
that was a
no
running
idea.
joke between me and Bex.
Yeah, and you
Anybody who we
actually,
liked
yeah,
got killed.
and you care. I mean, you care if people die, and you're rooting for them not to die, and you just crossing your fingers. Now, can we just
Yeah,
mention
like the
Lycan's hair?
yes,
She
yes.
She has come through. Look at this. This is a Jekyll and Hyde situation. It's her
Half and half.
struggling with her desire to be white or brown. We're not sure. Half is curly, half is straight. Can you demonstrate that? Can you show it to the audience?
Straight.
Yes.
Curly,
Right.
beautiful.
On
Which
the
is
left
natural,
side,
like it's obviously the curly side, right?
The Kelly, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so turn it to the straight side. It's like, oh, who's this girl? What do you go to Oxford or what are you about? So it's this side.
Oh,
Oh,
she's a
who is
fucking
this?
scouse.
Aunt Jemima. What the fuck? Pass the maple syrup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like will
that's
do
pretty
anything
awesome.
we asked her to do. It's great.
Well, don't
Anyway,
push
where were
it.
we? Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you,
Every person that I kind of connected with got killed, except obviously Tyrion,
now, what about
who's going to be
this?
through.
The fact that they can swear, they can have violence and sex.
It's HBO.
Yeah. I mean, that is so
Yeah.
freeing, though. It's just such better storytelling. I'm so sick of all stories being neutered and censored and,
Yeah, I know
watered
you're not
down.
a reader. I know you're not a reader, Devin. But I
That
mean,
sounds
does
like an
it?
insult.
Well, no, you just don't like
No,
reading books.
yeah, I don't. I really don't. I honestly, I
But
know
but
what you're
after
supposed to
watching
say you do.
it,
Yeah.
well, no, but after watching it all, did you get any kind of inkling to think I would kind of this part of me that would want to delve into the books and or do you just
No,
think,
I don't
nah?
want to be a book nerd about it. I actually read the first book, and my girlfriend, she read all the books when we were living in Rio, and she sort of geeked out on it. And, it's okay, but I don't know. I'm a visual guy, man. I
Yeah,
just think that, people always say the book's better than the movie. No, it's not, especially not with the series, the television series. Don't give
Oh,
One
me
other thing I loved
some
about it, though,
books are better than TV series.
like what?
Walking Dead. That is
That's
terrible
Willy
as a
Wonka and the
TV
Chocolate
series.
Factory.
That's a
That's
graphic.
also true. Uh, yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Yeah. But I mean, for example, the Watchmen. It's a comic book, and I'm sure the comic book enthusiasts would say, no, no, it's all about the comic book. No, the movie was spectacular, and if you can't spot the differences between a 2 hour film and like hours upon hours of content with the books, then it's like
The
that's a
books seem to have. Sorry, go on.
well. The main thing, the main critique of film is that oh no, the books go way more into it. There's way more details. There's far more things that the movie sort of had to brush over for time's sake. But when you have a series like Game of Thrones, it doesn't have that. So you get to explore all the characters and get into it.
But what you were talking about before, where you said they're allowed to swear and have sex and stuff, the books usually don't have that restriction either. So when it's a book, you always have no restrictions, but then the series does have restrictions.
You know what this is true for? 50 Shades of Grey. I really love the book more than the.
You
I have not read either.
You know,
You
something
know-
else I really liked about Game of Thrones is the cavalcade of English actors in it.
Yeah.
Who I can relate to them in different shows that they've been in the past. Some people have actually met, right? Which is
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
What the Irish?
You know, one or two of these actors have actually met. Yeah.
Right.
Met one of the guys in a pub, just sat there drinking beer. But you know, I've known these people in the past from like comedy shows and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then to see him in this and holding so much gravitas and weight with whatever they're talking
Well-
about, I don't know. Love it. Absolutely fucking love it.
The actress who plays Sansa, Sophie Turner, she's actually from Bradford, and Anthony used to babysit her. He was telling me the story. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, he used to get a few touches on her, like he had to change her diapers and stuff. But he was like, he knew even then
Oh.
that she was on her way.
Well, I knew her from, I knew Sansa from Casualty.
What's that?
Like, you'll know what I'm talking about. Casualty was like a
like ER.
hospital soap
It's like
opera.
House, but
Yeah.
without the edginess.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
So she was in that. She
Yes.
was in a lot of these people were in Grange Hill, which was a kids soap opera back in the 80s.
Oh yeah, Grange Hill
And I
got
still
heavy
recognise-
though. Remember, there was like
It did,
rape
yeah.
scenes in it and stuff, and it was for
Yeah,
kids.
just say no.
Well, I just love
Send
the
it to
casting. I love the quality that they put into that casting process. So when they cast the Red Woman or the new Red Woman, or her, you know that's going to be an attractive actress who really knows what she's doing. It's just exciting. Like whoever they cast next season, guaranteed to be awesome. Like there's
I'll tell you what,
really.
in fact,
Huh?
talking about casting, one thing that really threw me off was you remember when the Khaleesi, the girl with the blonde hair, or white hair, should I say, when she tried to recruit the was it the seventh son? What they called the
Oh, the switch of the actor.
yeah yeah, it looked completely different. Like, who the fuck's that guy?
Well, I mean,
You know,
yeah,
the guy that
'cause-
chopped the other guy's heads off.
Well,
and then
yeah, he
swapped them
basically
out.
just left the show, which is an insane move. But good luck to him. I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
Do you think
Probably
every TV show does like one episode just in case someone dies, so that they can use that episode to make them die? In there?
There probably are death clauses, but the producers can figure out what to do. And with TV shows, I think people generally understand. Just swap it out. I don't think you have to do the whole... Because like Brandon Lee died in the filming of The Crow, and
Yeah.
Yes.
they were basically shit out of luck, so they they fudged a couple shots, but then... Yeah. it
Same
was,
as Oliver Reed, isn't it, in Gladiator? He died like near the
Who
end.
did?
Who is the guy
Oh,
from
the old
Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed, yeah.
Right.
Who's the guy from Eight Simple Rules?
What?
The guy from Eight Simple Rules, the dad. I think he just like died. They were
A lot of people are
halfway through the
dying.
season.
Well, what about Gene Wilder, man? That's a real shame,
I
man.
thought someone said that in front of me, and I thought they meant Gert Wilder. I was, no.
Oh,
And then,
I actually thought Gene Wilder had died a while ago. But I think
Yeah.
I was thinking of...
that's so insulting. God damn it.
I know.
Like,
Well,
we're
he's done
trying to be
anything, has he,
sensitive.
not
I'm sitting here going, God, Gene Wilder, a great man. Sorry to hear he's dead. You're like, yeah, I thought he was dead a long time ago. Oh, where was that guy? It's like, yeah, sorry he wasn't producing smash hits into his 80s. Jesus. God damn it.
No, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the guy. I loved him from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles, and I mean everything he's ever done, I've loved.
Right.
But I did actually genuinely think he was dead already.
what
So
about
it didn't
See
come
No
as a
Evil,
surprise to
Hear
find
No
out.
Evil?
What's that one?
It's the one where he's deaf and he's with a black guy that's blind, and they solve
Oh.
crimes together.
Was it
Richard
Eddie Murphy?
Pryor?
No, it was Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor. Yeah.
Yeah, he was, I mean, a real
Yeah,
legend back then, and he had that sense of humor. And what is he, Jewish? He's got to be Jewish, right?
Yeah, he is Jewish.
Yeah, he's got that Jew fro and everything. But what a weird and interesting, kind of a mysterious guy. He strikes me as a bit of a bad boy. Like, I don't think he was playing by all the rules back in old Hollywood.
Somebody just said Jon Snow is 14 in the books.
Who's Jon Snow?
Wow. Game of Thrones.
You don't know who Jon Snow is?
I'll find out.
You didn't watch Game of Thrones? You watch Game of Thrones like a... He obviously
Jon-
clearly
I've
doesn't.
got Google,
watch Game
don't
of Thrones.
worry.
He's a bastard, is who he is.
He is he's a bastard, yeah.
Oh, he's cute.
As is Ramsay Bolton. Ramsay Bolton was a bastard.
Oh,
And bias in his
Leica has a
teenage
crush on
demise.
him. Like a crush confirmed.
Well, the actor that does Jon Snow, he's in Cadillac commercials over here right now.
Yeah, he talks very softly like this.
He does, yeah. And he looks kind of dreamy and all that kind of shit. Hate the guy.
Yes, he's his hair. He's a pretty boy. His hair is everywhere. It's
Your
very
English
fun.
accent.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
but
I mean, seriously, you do it well.
I find it interesting, the accents in the show, because the guy who won the Golden Globe was the only guy in the show putting on his British accent, which was Tyrion. He's like the only American on the show, basically.
Mm.
And everybody else, I find it interesting if they're actually doing different accents. In other words, does Arya Stark sound like Arya Stark in real life? Or is she
You
putting
know what
on...
Rebecca said?
What?
You know what Rebecca said? She said she'd fuck Tyrion Lannister.
What? Oh my
She finds him really
god.
attractive.
Those are
She finds
fighting
him
words.
attractive. I'm telling you.
Dude,
She
you
told me
got
herself.
coaxed by a midget.
Yes.
I would fuck Tyrion Lannister.
She
Wow.
finds him really attractive. And funny and charming and everything else.
Wow. She's way into Tyrion Lannister. I can't believe you admitted that publicly.
She's
trying to
got,
think-
well, she's got a dwarf thing going on. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's,
I like
I'm not ashamed.
Kevin Stravosky in the chat is like, hey, Devin. Like, hey, Kevin. How's it going?
Who the fuck are you?
But it's sweet. It's just like, he's using the rules of civility of just social norms. Of like, hello, I'm here now. Hi, Devin. I'm trying to think, who does my girlfriend like? Who is she way into? I'm trying to think here. Oh, man, celebrities.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds. He's
You know what?
adorable.
No. He's
Yes.
Dude.
He's a cunt.
No, he's
Canadian?
cute.
No.
What? It's not a comedian.
No. I can understand
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is a man's man. That guy deserves where he is in life. I remember when he did a movie way back with Sandra Bullock. It was something about murdering him and another good actor. What's his name? The kid from Boardwalk Empire. You guys know who?
No.
Boardwalk Empire. I've heard of it, but I'm not entirely sure.
It's a good TV show. But anyway, he was really young at the time. He was like a teenager, and he dated Sandra Bullock. Like, they hooked up during the shooting of this film, and she must have been over 30 at least. So Ryan Gosling, he's a good one. Thoughts?
I like the guy who did. Who was
It's
the guy
not
who did
Ryan
Deadpool?
Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds?
That was the Deadpool guy.
Yes.
Oh, then
No,
I like that guy. Yeah.
Oh, come on. You guys buy into that? That
What?
movie is so overrated.
What?
Um,
no.
what?
Deadpool?
No.
I love
Deadpool was fun.
Fun.
I knew nothing about that character until I saw the movie.
No,
Yeah, it was
no.
fun. Of course it was.
He's funny.
Ant-Man was more fun.
He's funny in
Who's the guy
Van
who did
Wilder.
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man was good as well.
No, come on. That little midget, he's all right. It's better in 40-year-old version.
Not seen that.
Who else? Ryan Reynolds. Has he ever done anything good that was serious?
He did the Sandra Bullock thing. I'm not sure if it was serious. Let me
God,
find
everybody
a
does
list
with
of
Sandra
it.
Bullock.
Ryan Reynolds.
Who's the guy in Ant-Man? Who's the guy in
Is that-
Ant-Man?
Oh, I like him too.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, he's cute.
Paul Rudd, yeah. I like
He's
him.
cute. The hell?
I didn't say he was cute, I just said I liked him, alright?
I know, like is dropping cute bombs on all these dudes. He's cute. He's cute.
Fucking love
No,
that guy.
I honestly, I think
He's-
like you put up anybody on the big screen and girls fall in love with whoever.
No.
Girls need people. Like on it, when I see these teen heartthrobs, I think to myself, just anybody up there. You just stick anybody up there, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's great." I was watching the VMAs, and I was just. It was like was an alien from another planet. I didn't know any of the people that were getting awards. No, it's also MTV. It's also just the fact that nobody cares about these people anymore. The Jonas Brothers. So this kid, one of the Jonas Brothers, they're pumping this guy out here like he's Justin Timberlake, and I'm like, this scrawny little fuck. I'm supposed to care about Jonas now? Terrible. And like would be like, Jonas is cute.
I don't like Jonas Brothers.
I don't know who you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Anthony doesn't know what I'm talking about.
They all look the same, and they're in a boy band.
No, but he's separated
Yes.
now. He's on his own.
What about Benedict Cumberbatch?
Oh, come on.
I love that
Not
guy.
not for he's a wait a minute. Wait, he's a good actor. Definitely a good
Sherlock.
actor, but
Have you seen
cannot say-
Sherlock?
yeah, it's a great series.
What's
Sherlock's
wrong with
great.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Okay,
Well,
what-
first
what
of all,
was your plan?
he's so gay, he's probably straight at this point. He went around the spectrum.
That just makes him harder to get. That's
Oh,
it's
God.
appealing in itself.
No, he looks like a tough British twat.
What about Matthew Perry?
Hell no.
Why
from,
not?
From Friends?
Yes.
That's what I'm
Which
thinking.
wait, what? Which one of his chins are
No,
you
there's
attracted
another
to?
Matthew Perry. There's another Matthew Perry, isn't there? There's
No,
two.
Matt
I'm talking
Perry.
Chandler from Friends, especially when he gets the glasses.
I like. Yeah,
You
it was
must
funny.
be funny. No, Anthony,
is
she's
funny.
talking about attraction.
Oh,
What's wrong with
no.
Matthew Perry? What
What?
you
Have you
know?
seen
These
his-
are both straight males. You don't know what
He
you're talking
looked better
about.
when he was fat.
No, I refuse
He
to
went
accept an
really
attraction to Matthew
skinny.
Perry. No way.
That's
I would
my
take
class.
Joey over that.
No,
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't take Joey over Matthew Perry?
no.
Come, I'll take
look at
I'll take freaking Ross over. What's his name?
Yeah, Ross is funny. Yeah, his keyboard skills are amazing.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you're
Matthew Perry.
what's
Highly
happening friends in now. So many people in the
Well,
chat.
okay,
that were like,
Well,
Fucking talking
rank
about.
rank the females on Friends.
Monica at the top.
no, what?
I like
Oh, man, like yeah, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You go Monica.
No, I'd have to be Jennifer.
Rachel,
Jennifer
Phoebe.
Aniston.
No, Monica, Rachel,
Rachel.
Phoebe.
Phoebe's bomb, man. She's weird. Don't like Phoebe.
Yeah, I think
Phoebe
always
would never be a woman I'd be attracted to in real life. I'd never
Well,
be attracted to her.
Because
I think-
she's weird.
No, because she's ugly.
Okay.
Google.
That makes sense.
Jesus, ugly. That's kind of a harsh word.
Ugly.
I think Rachel was always a little bit overrated looks wise. I feel like she's just so high maintenance. You know, I just
Yeah.
wasn't into it. She had a nose job too, actually. One of her first movies was a funny movie. It was Leprechaun. I think it was like Leprechaun 4 or
She
3.
does have a Juno's, didn't she?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was.
Oh, Anna?
Yeah.
Like
She
Sparrow?
did one of those things. Yep. And does she have fake tits? She might. I'm not sure.
No, they're kind of small.
Yeah, okay. Who cares?
Not really.
We've got the aeroplane situation. Hang on.
Okay. Let's bring up your situation, which is you got fired recently. Talk.
I did not get fired, Devin. No matter how many slanderous slurs you keep trying to accuse me. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this thing with the skeptic fence. I'm not going to be on the skeptic fence show anymore. I'm telling you guys like you know, like you
Because you're not allowed to be on it. It's like saying
Not allowed.
I'm not allowed to
banned.
be. I'm not allowed to enter Scarlett Johansson's house anymore. You're not invited, and they wouldn't even let you in if you tried.
Yeah, so similar to that, but slightly different.
Does he have a
Joe
restraining
did
order?
a collab. Not yet. He will do. Joe did a collab video with Tyler Collins.
Tyler Preston?
Also Preston.
No, his
Yeah,
name's
that
Tyler
guy.
Collins.
Yeah, his name's actually Tyler
He's
Collins.
been lying to us.
From Baltimore?
Yes. Maryland.
Maryland. Yeah.
Oh, is Baltimore in Maryland? Who cares? Anyway, so he did a collab video with this guy, right? And he can associate with whoever he wants. But if anybody knows anything about Tyler Preston, is that this guy's an absolute cunt when it comes to Devin Tracy, right? And me, he's a fucking wanker. He was on our podcast, right? He was on our podcast a month ago, and then 2 days fucking later, he was one of the instigators of all this autistic witch hunt, right? We all know this, right? Tyler was a part of this. So anyway, all that kind of dies down, and then like 2 fucking days later, Joe decides to do a collab video with Tyler, or on Tyler's channel, so he can get more subs, I guess. Now, like I said, he can associate with whoever he wants. My point on Twitter to him, and this
Wait,
is
like I
all
said
it
that?
was that
What?
what? No, I said this. What?
Why'd you say like I said?
What?
Like.
I didn't say like us. Like.
I'm just playing.
Like
Devin,
I
switch
said.
the English part
Go
of my
ahead.
brain.
Like I said.
He's throwing me off now. Anyway, like
I
I
said.
said.
Right, like I said. What did she say?
Like I said. Not like I didn't say anything. Like I said.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah,
Right, so
I'll
I mean,
start
Joe
again. Anyway.
he's hungry for subs. I mean, if Charles Manson had a YouTube
Yeah, I'd have
channel,
a
he'd
problem
probably
with
do a
that.
guest spot on that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. He can associate with everyone. The only point I made to him on Twitter, and he was suggesting that he was somehow dogpiled, which didn't happen ever. I think it was me and Jamie that were talking to him.
I did go back and look, and it seemed like everyone was just dishing on Tyler rather than Joe. So they weren't attacking Joe for associating with Tyler. They were just pointing out that Tyler was a cunt.
Right. So my point was that me personally, Anthony K, would not associate with Tyler Preston, right? Because he's a cunt. Simple as that. Right?
Are you saying he's a cunt because he's black, or are there other reasons?
There's other reasons. He's a black cunt.
Oh,
he's a black cunt.
That's what I would say.
Ooh, love that, Leica. So anyway, that's the only point I made to him on Twitter, and then we kind of left it there. A few days later, Joe tried. He asked me if I could talk to him, and I says, "Yeah, man, I'm not free tonight, but we'll do it tomorrow." The day we were supposed to talk, he was talking to some regressive on his channel, and he never came back to me. Said he wanted to talk or anything, so we just left it at that. But I kind of knew that he had some issue with that. But anyway, I'm not interested in talking to him. He did a hangout with Bearing last week, and I was in the chat, and it all just got a little bit silly. Joe wanted me to come on the hangout, but I couldn't at the time. And then he starts to call me all the names under the sun, calling me a cunt and all this kind of shit. And it got really embarrassing for him because he was drunk. He's since released the video, heavily edited, with none of that included. It's all gone. The last 15 minutes of his hangout makes no sense at all because it's all chopped and changed and everything. But anyway, I quit. I quit his show on that hangout. No matter what you say, Devin, I quit.
How did you quit?
I just said, fuck you, Joe. I don't want to do your fucking shit show anymore.
How many syllables into the phrase "you're fired" was he when you quit?
No, I saw the unedited version.
You're fired. I quit. What? Who got to the finish line first?
No, it was the other way around. It was Joe. Anthony said, "I quit." And Joe said, "Oh well, I was going to get rid of you anyway." Yeah,
I think that is what happened. I'm just messing with Anthony, but there's sourness there. Why are you leaving on good terms, or are you bitter?
No, I'm not bitter, but I don't really want to communicate with the guy anymore. I think he's a fucking idiot. But that's just me. But I do thank him for giving me the opportunity to be on the Skeptic Fence, and I wish him all the best. Goodbye. That was it. That's me slamming the door.
Finality. That's a lot of finality to that relationship. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Well, this is the thing. Online shit, I mean, who gives a fuck? I've got certain friends that I would genuinely be upset about not communicating with anymore. And both of them are here right now. So.
Right. Now that you're off the show, tell us what it was like to be in that proximity to Grant's huge nose.
You see, Grant is a fucking
hooking
awesome
and pecking. No, he's awesome.
Pecking and hooking. Grant is fucking awesome. Paul is awesome. Grant was in the hangout, by the way.
Joe is awesome.
Joe bores me.
Joe was awesome, or you must have liked him at some point.
I thought he was all right. I never used to watch his stuff. But, I mean, he seemed nice enough. So like a decent kind of guy.
You were trying to use him and piggyback on his stardom to.
Yeah, that's exactly, and it's worked. And now I've done that, I can now reject him.
You've got more time now to vape. How's your vaping career coming along?
Listen.
Yeah, where's your vape? Why don't you...
I haven't smoked a cigarette. It'll be a week tomorrow. I haven't smoked a cigarette. Which is the longest I've ever gone with not smoking a cig.
And cutting
since I was like...
Oh my God, I feel like I'm on the Drunken Peasants right now. It's unbelievable.
No, because they smoke real stuff.
Sorry, on a scale of 1 to 10... On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are cigarettes for you? Like, let's say cigarettes are a 10. How bad is vaping for you?
About a 2.
You know, I think the jury's out a little. I don't know. It's definitely not bad as 6.
It's a 2?
According to the Jews from Israel, their studies say that you are more likely to get sick, but you're not likely to get cancer. So you might get the flu more often, but you won't die from vaping. Now
you were saying that, like, but where you live, humidity is really high. Where I live, humidity is really low. So if I ingest like water vapor, which is pretty much what you're doing, it makes me cough sometimes, but it's not like a smoker's cough. It's just like a shit.
Yeah, it tickles your throat.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's nowhere near as bad as a cigarette. My wife thinks it's fucking amazing because I don't stink. My breath, Christ, when I'm at work, man, and you smell somebody who's been smoking, it literally smells like dog shit. It really does smell like dog shit.
I'm thinking about your odor right now. It's terrible.
I've just had a shower, dude. I smell good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it to breathe out on a really cold day where you can see your breath?
What?
What-
What? What?
What?
Devin,
Um, yeah, disregard, I guess. Yeah, over your heads. Okay.
okay. Devin's been drinking, by the way, if anybody's wondering. So
No,
anyway,
no.
that kind of wraps up the Joe thing. We had a 20-minute clip, but I'm not going to bother playing it. This is where Joe basically just calls me a cunt, and that's all. That's all that's in that hangout. But I would recommend everybody watch the last 15 minutes of his hangout.
Yeah, he kept going on about.
I'm not suggesting anybody hate on Joe or anything like that. I'm not going to be associated with anymore, and that's just the end of it. So.
Okay.
So basically, you're saying, fuck Joe. Fuck Joe.
Fuck Joe. Yeah. Well, that's his stick, innit? But I mean, the thing is, Joe, right? Without even me getting involved, Joe is somewhat cancerous to a lot of other people. They don't like Joe because of something he put a couple of years ago. I don't even know what it was, man.
They don't like him because of me.
No, they
didn't like him anyway.
Years ago.
No, right.
There's something that doesn't have to do with me, really? That's refreshing. What is it?
Exactly. I know it's weird, right? I don't know what he did. It was called Dramagate at the time.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that was the tag he gave to it. I know nothing about it. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I had to pull some stunt which didn't happen. People just thought it was a cunt.
Look, he's got some enemies, but he's got the right enemies. You're supposed to have the right enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I say, I'll just say, people are saying play that 20-second clip. Do you want to play that 20-second clip?
Do it.
I can do. Are you both on the?
Wait a minute. No, I'm not.
I got it.
Do you need me to send it to you?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
I'm on it. Yeah, just play the 20-second clip because that's the only thing I could pick up from the last 15 minutes of it.
Oh my God.
That didn't even make any sense.
Brown Fabio is liking our tweets. He is engaged on Twitter. His bio. I am the youngest Turk working at the Young Turks, host of Pop Crunch. God, the names they come up with. Pop Crunch is not Pop Trigger. Fucking hell.
That sounds like a cereal.
Yeah, Pop Crunch.
Yeah.
I'm way cooler on Snapchat. Okay, can
Although
somebody out there? Let me ask the young one.
He did make a little bit of sense.
Yeah, on that last one. Oh God, he was fucking wise. No, Leica. What's your name?
Anna was
Leica.
a fucking disgrace.
Leica.
What is Snapchat?
I think you send pictures to people and it deletes after 15 seconds or so.
And why is that so popular now?
Because it's anonymous.
It seems to
people
be
can
like
send videos. You can.
Yeah, but I would have thought it'd be for like 13-year-old boys and just pedophiles. Like, what's the point of that? I'm into it. I'm gonna try it after we finish this podcast. But like, why?
I don't know.
Okay, because I hear a lot of people are on it.
It's terrible. No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's shit.
But be aware that it will delete your message, but people have a way of getting your message as well.
Yeah, if you screenshot their message,
Yeah,
it'll tell you the user that you screenshotted it.
Oh, it is.
It's really bizarre, man. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's like Candid.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, Candid. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's play this 20-second clip, like here, and just get it out of the way. Then we can move on to more interesting things.
Drama.
Don't avoid you. That's going too far. Just don't give Devin your fucking address and your mum's name.
Are you mumbling in the background?
No, good.
Okay.
Which is unfortunately incorrect again. Well, that was bad luck. It turns out that I had not said the thing that the devil's advocate insisted that I did say.
Hang on.
Now, yeah, where are you playing this from?
You told me to play it from 1 hour 42:50.
Yeah, so it must be coming up in a sec.
I just did.
But this is the hangout that Joe did with Baring. Baring was reviewing. He was analysing somebody else's video live, and it was kind of fun at the time.
But can we just explain the setup of this? It's so hysterical. Like this stuff comes to me. People send me this, and it's like Baring is doing a video where he's replying to a guy who attacked him for having come on this podcast and not accused me of being an unethical prick. It's just like, oh my God, we're like 25 layers deep into this mindless bullshit.
Yeah, it's like a big stuff, you know?
Yeah, and now it's another layer. Now it's them analyzing the reply video to the. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just play it for a second.
Listening to all of you in about 1992.
Yeah, she's my internet girlfriend, so watch out. All right, this is the best part right here.
Did say. Any thoughts, devil's advocate?
Honestly, a skeptic would not only be skeptical, but they would also show proof as to why they're being
was that Kevin
skeptical.
Logan?
At least.
No, this is some guy
No,
called
it's
Devil's
Bobby. That's Bobby.
Oh.
Oh, you mean the guy in the chat? No, that's Bobby. That's
Bobby.
the
Right,
IDF,
right. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was.
He gets very bored with all this. Yeah, I
Yeah.
timed him out a minute. He's-
Now I know I queued it up to this part because somebody said she was.
What?
It was Joe saying that
She's like, hold on, let me just put it on a loop. Go ahead.
That's been my experience.
Yeah, well, that's
It's amazing how people loosely
Virgin.
use the word skeptical, like skeptics.
what,
Like,
Amazing.
what the fuck does that even mean? He goes,
Yeah.
Are you sure this is here, Anthony?
Oh, you know what? I don't really care at this point. No, we'll just ditch it, man. I don't know if it's the right time.
you seem to be on some
I
virtue
don't know if it's the
signaling-
right time, Sam.
Divvy.
It might be. Don't know. But anyway, Joe just calls me a cunt. But that's the only part he left in of the entire thing. Because I was only in the chat, and he was answering me in the chat, and Baron
so-
and all the other guests went real quiet, and it was like awkward and weird.
So point blank, what is your response to him calling you a cunt?
He's a boring shit, and I want nothing else to do with him.
Ooh, Ben.
Is that it? That's
In
it?
your
Done?
face.
Well, that's it. I'm
used-
done. I don't want any more drama.
We used
Support
to do
Joe
it
if
all
you
the
like.
time. Hey, did that ever make it over the pond? In your face?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it did.
In the 80s, we would just say face, and we just
Yeah, we do
we'd
face as well, but you like
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Oh, we would scratch our face. We'd bring the hand down over the face, be like face. I have no idea what it meant, and I'd call people commies in the 80s. I had no idea what that meant. I still barely do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting
Well, we're going
lit
to
up
move on from this.
tonight. There is no moving on
Bullshit.
from this. Let's have a moment of silence for your skeptic fence career. What were the highlights?
Talking to Tommy Robinson.
Look at that.
That was
Goes
it.
back to he's so patriotic, man, isn't he? Watches Game of Thrones, faps to Sansa, faps to Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson's a fucking legend. I mean, who wouldn't want to talk to that guy?
Okay, let me ask you this: would you have sex with Arya and Sansa from season 1, or what season would you willfully mate with those women?
Jesus Christ, man. Because we started watching the whole thing again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to see Sansa, Sansa?
Sansa.
And Arya.
Mhm.
Arya looks like 5
Yeah,
at the
but
beginning, right?
hot 5, smoking hot. Go ahead.
Yeah, obviously.
No, she actually is not classically good looking. She's cute as a kid, but she's got these
Oh,
big,
yeah.
huge Scottish eyes. You know, she's not exactly a runway model.
No.
Right, Leica? Criticize her looks, Leica.
I don't know who she is.
Okay. No, it's okay. She's still hung up on Jon Snow.
Yeah, it's Sansa from season 6, man, because she's looking nice at that point.
Well, when she wears all black.
I
and
mean,
she's got, like,
the red, what's she called? The
Red
Red
woman.
Witch, whatever.
God,
The Red
Lord.
Woman. Ah, she's
Yeah.
nice. Jeez.
How do you like those tits?
Perky.
I mean,
Turkey
those tits are
fun.
natural. She's from, where is she?
They're
Dutch, right?
natural?
Yeah, she's natural. They didn't have
How do
silicone
you
back
know
in
this?
medieval times.
How did you know this?
No, you could just tell. I mean, she's just a genetic oddity, and she's so comfortable. Like, she just takes her top off as if to say, like, dude, this is how I walk around my apartment, my mansion. This is how I stroll around.
Yeah.
Just it's like one is not even larger than the other. It's perfect symmetry. It's something that Steve Shives or Anna Kasparian can never hope for. Anna Kasparian has asymmetrical nostrils. I've never seen that before.
Yes, she does.
It's
Yeah.
not the angle.
It's a very
It's
strange
literally
thing.
her face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have any Shives content
I'm-
tonight?
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, we've got a very funny clip to play. We can actually do that next. I'm going to go for a pee real quick. I'll be back.
Damn, that's early. No preparation,
I'm on my
no
second
planning.
beer. Yeah, sorry. I'll be back.
Good God. Can we get a catheter for this man? A bedpan?
Told you he was getting too old. Gonna have to replace him soon.
Put him out to stud. Only nobody would sleep with him. It's just put him out to graze.
Maybe we should make some plan in case like Anthony dies before the next episode.
Yeah, just shoot a bunch of things. Let's just have him say every syllable.
Yeah, clip something together. Make a soundboard.
Yeah, exactly. That was fun, man. It's actually a pain in the ass to make soundboards, but they are worth their weight in gold. I did the one for Katie. And
yeah, I remember that.
remember the videos I used to do on the Skype Exorcists?
Yeah.
This Bob. He's from New Jersey, but now he lives in Texas, and he had a baby. He moved out to like Dominican Republic or somewhere, and now he just posted a video today. It's totally insane. It's him rambling for 36 minutes about zombies, and people. Apparently, there was a news story where people took a drug and they were acting crazy and like smashing their heads into windows and stuff, and he thinks it's demonic possession. And I'm just, it's so startling to go back into that world and to be like, oh my God, this guy actually thinks this. This is a father
Don't you miss it sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, it's frightening, but there is a point where you do have to draw the line and say, this is now affecting me. Why does that insanity have to control my life?
Where
You
about
know?
that Black Santa guy?
Black Santa. Oh, the guy who's hanging out in the chimney for
Was
no
that
reason?
genuine, or he's rocking back and forth?
Yeah, he was a real psycho, but he's like one of these African missionary types. So those dudes take things very seriously, and I think it actually gives him a purpose to his life. I don't think he's quite dangerous the way some of these other guys are. But that Skype Exorcist, he has 27,000 subscribers.
Oh,
Frightening.
Is he
27,000.
still putting content out?
Yeah, he put out a huge video today. Hook it and
Subscribe to
pull.
that guy. That's all we talked about in Vegas.
Release the strong man. It's just, he would come up with the most random things mid-exorcism. Fire head to toe, fire.
We did that a long time ago, man.
And
I think
the
we did
best-
it on
I think
FM
best
he
part
gets
ever-
paid for that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he does get like tips or whatever. But during the exorcism, he would say, "What's your name, demon? State your name." And the person pretending to be
It's like a demon ducks.
possessed, yeah, they wouldn't know what to say. They're like, "I don't know what to say. Are we playing make believe now?" And so they're just like, "Satan," or
Brian.
something.
Man.
He's like, "Brian, that's interesting. You don't hear that usually when you're dealing with demons from the underworld." Brian, spelled with a Y. Well, that is demonic then. 2 Ys. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Devil, I mentioned it to you the other day about Shives' blue broom.
Oh,
The fact that he,
Blue and black,
the
yeah.
flying monkeys got him to notice it the other day. We have the clip
yeah, that
timed
is
up, hopefully.
absolute
Do you want to
legend.
watch that one real quick?
I have seen it, but yeah, let's talk about
Is
it.
it in conversation with Steve Shives?
Yeah, the one with Kevin Logan.
Yeah.
So Kevin Logan was doing a hangout with Steve Shives the other day.
I mean, that's a win for us.
Oh,
Just to have him recognize the existence of the broom.
Shives looks, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. I want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. I want to
No,
see.
no, no.
I want to see the chat respond to what Shives' face looked like.
Oh, God, hold on. Look at this. Pumpkinhead. Look at that.
Do you have any experience with Kevin Logan?
Yeah, we hate each other.
I mean,
Yeah, good.
you're aware of who he is.
Look at the walls. What distinguishes this from an insane asylum? I mean, those look like padded walls. That's not even a straight wall on the left. Look at that. What is that?
Every wall in
That's
my
a-
house is white because when I moved in, I plastered everywhere. And then
Yeah.
thought, I'm not doing anything else. Just leave it white.
Really?
Really?
If you just plastered it, wouldn't it be?
But I mean, what a
No, I
sorry,
plastered it and I made
sad.
it white.
Put a picture up. Throw a broom up there. Do something with that.
He doesn't have a picture up. What are you talking about?
Is he?
No, we're looking at Kevin Logan's room.
Oh, I can see Steve Shives on my screen.
Oh,
Is that a
I see
curtain
Kevin
on
Lo-
his left?
No, that's
I
a
can't see
wall.
it. What can I see?
That's
Strange.
not a wall, that's a curtain. You can see the
telling you-
light coming through.
Oh,
But he hasn't got a curtain pole. Which
he's
is
got a white curtain.
No, it looks like he's sellotaped a white sheet to his wall.
We can tell he's absolutely, definitely no woman. In
I feel
the
like this
house
is the
without-
beginning of the next Saw movie, don't you? Like he's looking down and he has some metal contraption attached to his balls. he's got to do a Rubik's cube in two minutes.
Yeah, play it. Go, because it's maybe a minute, if that.
Wall. I have my computer and my webcam set up in my laundry
This
room,
isn't.
and it's
That's
just
not the
like-
clip.
No, this is the
Pointing at
start.
the room.
This is. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Are we synced up here?
Hang on, I'll go back.
Well, you start playing it like it was from the very start. But
It was from the start, but here it is.
it was from the timestamp I sent you.
Oh, yeah. No,
I did
she's-
start playing from the time stuff. I don't know why I didn't play for
Alright.
you guys.
We see Shives now. He's looking at it. He's looking longingly at it.
He's looking
Yeah,
confused.
it's in a-
is what it-
Oh,
No,
go back.
go back.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Kevin Logan, that doofus, reacted to the chat. The chat was demanding that they talk about the broom. First of all, he's color coordinated with the broom, which is just a beautiful extra thing. So let's hear Kevin talk about it.
Yep.
These are two
Right,
male
is that the-
feminists in conversation. Go ahead.
They're referring to the broom behind you there.
This broom here, yeah. Let me,
No, go
yeah,
back,
there,
go
I'm
back,
pointing
go
at
back
it
a
now.
little bit.
Yeah.
You talking, Anthony?
Go back.
Yeah, you have to go back a little bit.
Okay.
God, look at the
Not much.
topography on Kevin Logan's forehead when he talks.
Um,
You know, and when you
It's
hear
all-
about someone
back,
having that
back.
problem,
Why are we going back?
Because we got to get the setup. You're
I've just
coming
went
in on the
20 minutes
gunshot.
before.
No,
That's
no,
why
no.
Logan's saying, all right,
1
so
minute.
we've got people asking in the chat.
I don't know if you're seeing what we're seeing. Like we're at 45:49 right now.
Well, I've just turned it to 45:12.
Okay, it's still showing at
Yeah, dude.
45:49.
it's disadvantage.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
What about
Now
now?
it's 45.
45:12.
Potato head first.
28.
Yeah,
28.
do that.
What?
Yeah, I see 20. I
You
see
see
45,
45,
28.
28.
Let me try again. What about now?
Now we see Steve's ugly face.
You're at 45:21.
45, 28.
Ew. Yeah, do it. Just do it. Play it.
Feel like your life is any worse because you're an atheist, you probably don't care. You know, and when you hear about someone having that problem, you probably will be like, not my problem.
Okay, to completely change topic, because I've been watching a little bit of the chat. What is the people's obsession with the broom?
I don't know.
You've got. They're referring to the broom behind you there.
This broom here, yeah,
What's his face
there.
there?
I'm pointing at it now.
Honestly, what Shag's face?
It's in a corner.
Oh my God. His arm is so flimsy. It's just, there's nothing on his arm. It's so crazy. Did you see it when he pointed?
Chipstick arms. Chipstick arms
Yeah.
just flailing around.
Oh,
It's leaning in a corner against the wall. I have my computer and my webcam set up in my laundry room, and it's just right there.
nobody puts
Laundry
broom in the
room,
corner.
that's where he's being banished to.
I like how he's pointing at it like we don't see it. Yeah, we get it, Steve. Like it's right there. Oh, that right there. Let me point. Let me point twice. And he's like, I'm in the laundry room. It's embarrassing. Like, you don't think there's other rooms of his house?
Yeah, I mean, this is
Why need a
just...
bedroom?
It's stupid to put your computer in there.
Oh.
It's going to be the most humid place in the house.
You know what this reminds me of? It's so beautiful. There was a UFC Embedded, which is a TV show they put on before a major fight. And it was for TJ Dillashaw, who was the champion at 135 pounds for a while. And he had this new wife, and they had this new house up in Sacramento. And it was the greatest thing. He showed the camera guy. This is the world champion, okay? This is a cage fighting champion. He's like, so this is my little man room that my wife lets me decorate myself. And it was like a 5x5 little box. And he had like hunting trophies and just like pictures of him fighting. And the rest of the whole place was throw pillows and flowers and just pastel colors. And this poor guy had been relegated to this one little spot. And this is what reminds me, why is he in the laundry room? He's a famous personality. He's a huge YouTuber. You know?
Because
sad.
that's where his wife's put him. Yeah, his wife's put him there. It's like, Steve, if you're going to make your videos, you got to be in there, okay?
But just imagine the day you
Okay.
decorate your laundry room, where you're like, well, I do spend a lot of time in here. Let me just, that Batman poster I had in storage, let me throw that up. It's like, that's so depressing.
It's not even just his room, because his wife's computer's behind him.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what-
She used to sit there while he was making his videos. But now
I
she-
wonder why the wife isn't more outspoken. I guess she tried that one conversation they had. Have they done more?
Yeah, well, they
than
did that video, and then then that video he took it down because he gets so much shit for it.
Well,
The one where she said that he had a sexist music collection and all that. I think that was their only collaboration. I could be wrong, but I think that's the only one they ever did.
well, Armored Skeptic and June on Head, they did a video about
You know,
that.
yeah,
And it was hysterical. They ripped it.
yeah. Was it hysterical?
Yeah. Well, I just find it funny when something that's such comedy gold like that gets analyzed as if it's the Zapruder film. So you're just 5 seconds in, pause, hold on, let's discuss. It's so great because those videos were never meant for that. They never anticipated that.
No.
And there's
I
something
think that's obviously
gratifying.
why he took it down. But
Well, it's gratifying the same way at the end of Fargo when you see a guy get put into a wood chipper. There's something just audacious about seeing destruction at that level.
I like that guy though.
Does he talk more about the broom in this video? Or...
Play a little
I think he
bit.
mentions
No,
it again. Just play a little bit more.
Yeah.
You're remotely bothered by the broom. Fuck off, you sad cunts. What is wrong with you? Really, just get over yourself. Anyway, sorry.
That's so
right.
great.
And on
Oh,
the
God,
point
Kevin
of
Logan.
sad, pathetic people.
Kevin
on the
Logan,
internet,
he's so
it would be-
clueless. So clueless.
He's still
he
looking at his
doesn't
broom.
understand.
He's still looking at his broom. He doesn't understand why we've
he's-
been talking about it.
Yeah, he's unsure about it all. Imagine that.
That was
He's
the best
so
part.
outside of that joke that
Confused.
Kevin Logan's like, hey, what's the big deal about the broom? Get over that. That's not funny. You're like, stop talking about it.
Stop oppressing the broom. Stop objectifying
Yeah,
the
just-
broom.
Be
And
nice.
just so everybody knows, in this chat, in the chat while this video was going on, you had Sargon of Akkad. I think you were in there, Devin, at one point. I was just watching it. I didn't have a chance to actually comment, but I saw you in there. I saw Sargon in there, and I saw a few of that guy T was in there.
It's very funny. YouTuber. Well, because they comment on it. It's very strange.
but then Kevin Logan's point was, to give you kind of an idea what's going on here. You've got all these big YouTubers in this chat. Do they have anything better to do?
No,
dude, you're missing the point entirely.
No,
missing the point. No, we don't have anything better to do. We want to watch you make a complete dick of yourself.
Well, it's so weird though, because what does that say about their self-esteem? Are they trying to self-deprecate and say we're not worthy of being watched? But they don't understand. Yes. We're watching not because it's good or we think it's important. It's because it's a shit show.
Yeah, it's like cringe.
Right.
But imagine
it's like slowing down for a car crash. People always do it.
Okay, but just imagine this. Imagine if you're in a chat with somebody like Steve Shives and Kevin Logan, and you know that Sargon is in the chat. So this wildly popular guy who has shredded you multiple times is watching this. And at any moment he could say, you know what, I'm going to do another recording. I'm going to rip this guy in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Wouldn't you feel pressure? Like imagine if Cenk is doing a live broadcast and I'm just heckling him from the stream. Like I'm sure he doesn't watch my videos, but it might put a bad feeling in his stomach, don't you think?
Yeah. Exactly. Just play the last bit, please. Because he just looks so confused, doesn't get it.
Good. Touch upon the topic of blocking. Because you after
have we moved on from the berm now?
Yeah, they go into blocking, and Steve defends why he blocks everybody. I think it is actually strange. There is another point here I'd like to play because we can sort of talk about some of the differences of not all blocking is created equal. Put it that way.
No. Of course, he tries to give the impression that if you come at him with an argument that black people are not oppressed in America, then he's going to just block you.
Oh yeah, if you say women are, you're against you don't think there's a need for feminism or something like that, but what he wants is a safe space, and he says that in no uncertain terms. He'll
block people that haven't even spoken to him just because they follow someone else who he's blocked.
Yeah, put it this way. Yeah, the Flying Monkey podcast Twitter. I don't follow him, but I used to use it just to see what he's up to, and he's blocked me now. Never once tweeted.
Okay, imagine curating your comments. Okay, imagine that every comment that you see on his thing, which is hundreds and thousands, he has read.
He'll read them all
and approved of it. That's a stunning waste of time. Stunning.
Such a low amount of approval as well.
Like here's a clue: if you want to slag me off, just go into any video that's not my latest video. I don't go through those comments. I could give a fuck. Like, I have better things to do with my time. But if I'm happen to be reading comments and somebody, is completely an asshole to me, then I'd say, okay, screw you. I'm not obligated to have you in my life. So I kick them out.
But you don't use software to pre-block people, which is what Chimes does.
Yeah, that's an entire.
I remember the first time.
It's a totally different thing.
Do you remember Devin's first time he started blocking people? He blocked a few people, and then they kicked off. So he started blocking people to piss them off.
I blocked the non-stamp collector.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yeah, but
like that. It's like a cult. I remember that dude. That video you once sent me of that Colton guy. Really upset that you'd blocked him. Really, really upset. And then he left a comment and he just blocked him immediately. Didn't even say anything to him. He just blocked him.
Well,
that gives you a level of where we're at.
No, but it is an interesting dynamic that goes on, and it's this whole thing about people want to be heard. They want you to value what they have to say, and it's a really harsh truth to understand that we don't value what you have to say. Like they'll never get over that. And when I was walking, I was buying some beers, and I was thinking to myself, one of the main appeals of doing YouTube and stuff is it's very flattering to think that anybody cares about what you have to say, okay? I came from a world where I would post on Facebook and nobody cared. And that was a very humbling experience, just to be like, well, I just wrote something, it took me an hour to write that, and it has 2 likes. Nobody gives a fuck. Maybe I should stop doing that. So,
I remember you talking about that on one of your streams the other night. When you were talking about Facebook. Yeah, I remember.
No, but I think that's so. When I block somebody, what they're upset about is, wow, he doesn't care about me. That's what's happening on an emotional level. So, moving forward, what do we have next on the agenda?
I have a small video to play.
Okay, and Leica's got a game for us later too, y'all.
I haven't got a game for us.
What?
What?
I was trying, and I couldn't find enough white supremacists to make a game out of it.
What about that whole game you were going to do? Which tit is bigger, left tit or right tit? It's a quick game, but still, I thought it had some potential. Okay, well, forget I said
We
that.
don't have cock or block. We don't have cock or block.
No, we
Cock or
don't.
hold, even.
No,
Did you
we
say
don't have-
cock or block? I like that game.
Yeah, it was cock or block.
I'll
I think
try and
cock or-
find enough white supremacists to play the game next time.
Okay.
But they are in short supply, apparently. So.
We don't need necessarily white supremacy. Just
How about guess what Leica is saying? The word martyr or incoherent rambling?
Ma?
Mama. She said her first word. What was it? Mama? No, it was martyr.
Ma is ma.
Ma'a.
Ma is ma. There you go. All right, so what we got up next, darling?
Ma'a's life's matters.
We have a social experiment. Hang on.
What we've been doing is
Explain.
I've stopped it
Oh.
playing.
These are the Aussie blokes.
Yes. This is a bunch of guys in Australia. They go to, I don't know, they just go to restaurants, banks, stuff like that, to test the security on whether they'll allow backers in those places.
Beckers?
Backers.
Beckers?
Backers.
Beckers? Alright. Beckers? Alright.
going around the city challenging security protocols, going into banks.
I like how he flipped his burqa hair. That was nice. I think,
Dude, you know what reminds me of? Immediately Monty Python.
yeah.
Immediately that's Monty Python.
To be
It
honest
really
with
is.
this guy, I think the burqa is helping him. I think it's first of all slimming, and I think mystery is good for this man. I don't think if he takes this off, we're going to be happily surprised.
You can tell he's got a huge nose underneath there.
Oh yeah.
He's got a huge nose, grand-sized nose. Gotta be.
Is he wearing makeup?
Starts-
Looks like eye makeup.
His
Yeah, he's
nose
wearing
starts in his
eyeliner.
forehead.
Mhm.
How can you have a nose that starts at your forehead?
Everyone's nose starts in the forehead.
Oh,
No, above the eyeline.
boof, a boof.
Above the eyeline.
Now that meets the eyeliner.
His is above. Anyway,
Nah.
play.
and restaurants and so forth, seeing how people react to people wearing full face coverings. The last, let's say, challenge that we had on our list for our research, because this is not a protest, okay? It was just research.
Okay. Anything?
Well, I know what happens here. They get confronted by some angry young Muslims, and it gets pretty. But it does feel Monty Python, doesn't it?
Yes.
They just
Oh,
they have
yeah,
to be
yeah.
speaking in women's voices, though. Are there any women here today?
I'm not a woman! What was that scene? Is it Life of Brian?
Yeah,
Where
Life
the-
of Brian.
Where the stoning,
Look,
yeah.
nobody
Who threw that
stones
stone?
anybody until I blow this whistle. And I want to make this very clear, even if they say Jehovah. Jehovah! I had no idea what that meant at the time. I thought it was funny. But all the
Yeah, I
religious,
Dude,
it
when
was
I watched
just
Life
way
of Brian, I must have been about maybe 10. I think I was 10 when I saw that movie.
Yeah, that is so far ahead of its time. It's remarkable. They deserve credit. That is the new atheist movement, Life of Brian.
It is.
That was the grandfather of it all.
So where are these people right now? Like, are they in a
They're-
bank or something? Or?
I think they're at a restaurant and the police have come over or something. I don't
Yeah.
know, actually. Well,
Fair play.
whatever it is, let's make the police come over and check in on them.
What does that say bottom right? Elite New World Order agenda. Okay. Alright, play it.
We're not, that's not racist. Stop being so racist. It's not racist.
What race are we against? What race are we against?
What race are you against?
What race are we against?
Pause. Okay. How backward is that debate? Okay, I'm not even going to give that any oxygen. But what I love is, recently I just defined the word racism, and there are two parts to it. One is being bigoted and prejudiced against a group of people, and the other is to think you're superior. Muslims think they're superior. Muslims are the racist ones. If you want to
Yeah,
base
that's what
You're
Islam
good.
is. You're
Yeah, that's
Muslim because you deem that to be the best person you can be.
Right. And so if you asked one of these dudes point blank and said, do you think you're superior to infidels? They'd be like, yeah. Obviously. It wouldn't even be a question.
Why? And the answer would be, if you ask them why, because I'm
imagine-
Muslim and they're infidel.
Yeah. But I mean, imagine that. You're so racist. You're such a supremacist that you don't even entertain the question. You're like, why even ask that? It's like saying, who's on top of the food chain, snails or humans? Nobody asked that riveting question. They don't bother.
What I think is the best thing about this is Muslims will say, "Don't tell us what to wear," and then this guy has worn a burqa, and they're telling him to take it off.
Right. They're still doing what they do. Forcing people. Did you ever wear a burqa?
Sorry. I went most of the time I wore a niqab.
Do you have a picture of you wearing it?
I do have my niqab still, so I could make you a picture if you want.
Oh, next time. No, next time you need to wear it.
That should be the name of a channel for you. Niqab and Knickers. Can you do a hair burqa for us?
What? Right now? Do I have
Yeah.
to? With this?
Hair burqa.
How's that?
Yes, more. Double it up. Give me a double-barreled hair burqa.
How do I do that?
Yeah, cover it with the
Yeah, the other
curlies.
side.
Yeah, they get the
What?
curlies in.
You
Yeah.
want that?
Achilles.
Yeah, there we go.
There
There
we
we go. That's awesome. That looks like a year. Are there any women here today?
Your John Cleese is spot on, then.
By the way, John Cleese has a YouTube channel
I
now.
wonder.
Great film.
Wanda.
Fish Called Wanda.
Yes.
It's a must see. Add it to your list with Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Go ahead. Have you not seen Fish Called Wanda?
Name the race that we're against.
Oh God, like a. Okay.
She's never seen Fish Called Wanda?
Yeah, we'll talk. That's ridiculous.
Jeez. Yeah, we'll do that.
We should abort this entire podcast. This is an emergency.
Let's do it.
Let's just watch it, stream it. Fish Called Wanda. That would be fun.
Yeah,
I mean, if we have,
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking
people
would.
want content. Jesus. Let's
Yeah,
have.
we could do that. I mean, it'll never be.
Okay,
published
how about this?
We could do it
I recommend the Flying Monkeys viewing our podcast, viewing The Life of Brian in real time,
Yes.
pausing, commenting.
Yes.
That's gonna take hours.
Hell yeah!
No,
Yeah.
who cares? Who cares? But I would enjoy every single minute of it.
Every moment, and that's why we bring the bedpans, and we just sit down and lock and load.
There we go. Definitely do that. We'll do that.
Okay. I'd be up
Play
for
this
it.
thing.
Thank you.
Look at this. How about you go and make your own statements in newspapers, but take off right now.
You tell me what to do, mate.
Take it
Don't you
off
tell
right
me
now.
what to do.
Well, don't tell us what to do.
It is a double standard. Like,
do
don't
love
tell
it.
us what to wear. Get that off now.
That guy was
That-
like 6'3".
I love it. I love it when people get mad in a foreign language or a dialect, or I mean, this guy's English is his second language. But don't you get mad at me, mate? Don't you do that? Just something fantastic. It's he's so indignant. He can't believe it. He's just like, how dare you? How dare you? Don't you get mad at me? It's awesome. Play
The
it.
guy on the right looks like he's gonna butt the guy.
Probably wants to, but the camera's there, so we won't.
It looks like a UFC stare down right here.
Yeah, it is.
What to do, all right?
Don't you get angry, mate.
Don't tell us what to do. Don't tell us what to do. Don't think about Saudi Arabia. Don't think about.
Hold on, pause. It needs to be pointed out. Don't tell us what to do, says the guy who's telling them what to do.
Yeah.
I guess that never crossed his mind.
No.
Yeah, and look, this younger Muslim here on the left, like that's his role model. That's his older brother or his friend, and he's learning
The
his
guy
behavior.
with the camera. The guy with the camera is my stereotypical Australian, basically.
Why his face?
He's curly, blonde
Well,
hair.
no,
I imagine that's what Baron looks like. To be honest,
He kind of looks like a Gene Wilder. That hair, a little bit.
Gene Wilder from the '60s, '70s, maybe. Yep.
I like this microphone in here. Just he's such a provocateur. Look at him, just holding the mic. Just record it. This is gold. It's going viral.
This is Monty Python. Go ahead.
Don't think about any other country. We live in Australia to live free. We got.
We live free.
Yeah,
Take that off now.
You take that off.
Oh, it's amazing. The man is dense. But I love the idea. We live in Australia, and Australia is great not because of Islam.
Yeah.
Okay. If Australia was an Islamic country, it wouldn't be Australia.
It's the lack of Islam that makes Australia.
Yes, it's every remote part of the world. Why do you think the best countries in the world are in Australia and Canada? It's because of the proximity to the Middle East.
Yep.
It's as far away from the Middle East as you can get and still be in the civilized world, first world. Vancouver.
Sir.
Vancouver has an advantage over Montreal, for example, because it's further away from Muslims.
Yeah, Melbourne. Beautiful.
Not all.
No, obviously. Play.
All right, yeah, we can do whatever we want to do. All right, to live free.
I love that. I love this guy. He's such a rage ball, such a testosterone riddled douche, that he's getting in the face of this 50-year-old dude who's this guy. He's not a threat to anybody.
What are you talking about?
What?
Dude, you call him 50 means he's 4 years older than me. No.
Yeah.
14 years older
No,
than me.
he looks younger than you.
That's the before picture for Anthony. I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Fuck this podcast.
Oh, man. Why would you fight a guy like that? Why would you even threaten to fight this guy? What are you proving with that?
I think he's trying to argue that it's racist to wear.
No, I think that's just his emotions getting the better.
But this guy's, he's not even wearing a burqa, this guy.
No, but he is with these guys, so he's probably thinking, that he's pro this guy wearing a burqa.
Oh,
so
I'm
going to front him.
Yeah, I might chest bump a guy for wearing a checkered shirt like that. Just get up in his face and be like, don't you wear that checkered shirt in front of me, mate?
Wait a minute. What's wrong with check shirts?
Lesbian.
What? Check shirts are nice, man, if you can pull it off. I can.
Are you wearing one now?
No, I'm wearing an Atheism is Unstoppable t-shirt right now.
You live in Texas, doesn't everyone wear a checkered shirt?
Plaids.
No. Yeah, it's like jeans. No, they wear jeans with creases down the front.
Like skinny jeans?
No, like cowboy jeans.
Like you
with cowboy boots.
Yeah, they have a uniform.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do they actually wear cowboy hats though?
Some people do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keeps the sun off your head. I think that's the reason why they wore them in the first place.
Can you send me a?
There is a reason.
Dude, we gotta get Anthony out of Texas, man. Forget the Pharaoh out of Egypt. We gotta get Anthony out of Texas.
What's wrong, Devon? We and you were DMing the other day. Texas is very diverse and different.
Yeah, in Austin.
It's not all brown and flat and shit.
Yeah, but not in your city.
No, Odessa's shit, man. Odessa's crap. But if you go to Austin or further south, man, it's really nice. It is really nice.
What percentage Muslims are in Odessa?
Jesus, 0.01 maybe.
Zero.
They're keeping a low profile, put it that way.
And Bradford? What is Bradford's got to be more than 25 now, right?
No, it's 22, I think.
Oh, he exaggerates.
It was 25, like it. Don't diss me.
Actually, it's an interesting study. I think they asked French people.
Too fucking many is what it is.
They asked French people the percentage of Muslims in France, and I think it's something like 10%. But every one of them was like 70, 80. They all thought
that's what it feels like.
They thought it was way more.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
right. Which says so much because that's how those French citizens feel. There's Muslims everywhere.
Yeah, Jamie's right. In Texas,
we're always talking about fucking Muslims.
They wear giant belt buckles in Texas, sort of to frame their package.
I'm wearing a Texas belt right now.
Are you?
You are. Just getting tits out for the ones.
Flop them if you got them. Ah.
See, that just looks cute.
There we go.
But yes, I can get you a cowboy hat.
Is that an amethyst?
No, it's a piece of plastic.
Fake.
All right, so now Leica, there we go. That's your next Patreon goal. Get a cowboy hat to that as well. But get a cowboy hat to Leica.
I want it to match my belt.
It's not the.
Yeah,
what color would you?
It's going to be a wet t-shirt contest. One contestant. You're an automatic winner. Well, there's two contestants. We'll divide it between the two ladies.
Devin, can you imagine Leica in a cowboy hat? A cowboy hat, a t-shirt. I can imagine that.
I actually have a cowboy hat, so you don't have to get me a cowboy hat.
You can order it.
Oh, what?
It's orange. It's got a bull on it. It's nice.
Nice. Do it. I request the Lady Sovereign hairstyle for next go round. But
the what?
Lady Sovereign. I guess you didn't watch my music video. It's the British rapper girl. She had a ponytail on the side of her head.
I'm not doing that.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll whittle you down. I'll send you emails and convince you.
Sure you are. Should we play the video? Is
Which
Anthony
one?
gone, by the way? Any video?
No, I'm here. It's got a noise issue.
Okay.
Some Anthony's personality is like that. Sometimes it's just like as if he's not here. He doesn't even chime in to say fuck off. All right, what do we got next?
It's up to you. Do you want to do Penn Jillette? Oh, never mind.
Why?
Because you were going to pick one.
No. Penn Jillette, it's a long one. I mean, we could do it. We could talk about it.
Can you skip it forward, maybe?
Yeah, no, we could skip around, but he's got some points. I mean, look, we're here. This is the podcast. This is the gravy. So, hit me up.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. My wife, this is your fault, by the way, indirectly, Devin.
Yeah.
Rebecca's just taking my son to his Scouts thing.
Nice.
So, really, that's your fault, kind of.
He's enjoying the Scouts. And he's forming lifelong friendships.
Yes, he is.
Stanky Scout.
Yeah, I'll be sending you some more footage because I'm sure he hasn't heard your latest mashup, the one that I really love. So I'm going to have to play him it.
Yeah, what'd you think, man?
Daughter.
That mashup has been sitting on my iPod for years. And
Really?
I've always wanted to make a video for it, and finally I did.
When I first listened to it, and should I say the 10th time I listened to it, this is what I'm like with music. It was still giving me goosebumps.
Really?
The 10th time I listened to it, yeah, man. Same
Why,
with...
you like all the British stuff? I mean, that's the funny part is...
No,
British who made it.
No. It's that edit. That guy just with the finger edit.
Well, you don't know that is. That's Brad Pitt from Fight Club.
I know it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. But it's just I know you've put it in there. I know you've edited that part to just go edit. And I don't know what it is. It's my love of music is what it is. Oh. And I just, it gives me chills every single fucking time.
I like him. Brad Pitt, is he cute?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow,
you won't kick him out of bed like
Ryan Reynolds over Brad Pitt. Unbelievable what the world has come to. We're fucked.
I like big jaws, but I don't like overly big jaws, and I think Brad Pitt's is just too big.
Wait, are you criticizing the facial structure of Brad Pitt?
Yes, I am.
Jawism. Is that
unbelievable?
Jawism?
That is unbelievable. I've never heard anybody criticize the face of Brad Pitt.
He's too pretty. Is my face.
I am shocked.
Yeah. No, I've heard that from women a lot. Yeah, they don't like pretty men. Some women don't hate pretty men.
You think that's a schwinn?
One of my friends thinks Angelina Jolie. No, no.
Go ahead.
One of my friends. Oh my God. Dying. Right, I'm gonna have to go take some medicine. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Okay. She's gonna shoot up heroin.
She's Liverpool, dude. The tits on that, dude.
Oh my God, you're on camera.
Got an arse shot and everything, man. Yeah. It's good job we've got a girl, man.
Well, she just left.
Well,
so you're free to speak your mind.
Do you want to engage with the chat from it?
I don't know. Is it really ever rewarding?
Yeah, man. Well, I kind of enjoy it because I just saw Josh Edrington there.
I'm kidding, man. I love the chat. I love the chat. That's all I do. I do my little streams. I just go crazy with the chat. It's really a fun way to.
I was thinking about you the other day. Actually, I was thinking about you the other day. How? I'm not saying I want to ask how because that's not the right question. Mm-hmm. But I'm amazed that you can monologue for 2 hours because not many people can. Not many people can, and it's interesting.
You say that like I'm some villain from a comic book movie.
Like The Incredibles. I got you monologuing again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. Yeah. You just talk about the things that come to mind, and you make it all interesting. And I can't do it. I just can't. Maybe people think I can. I wouldn't want to try.
I think it's weird. I would never say that it's something I thought I could do. But
yeah, because you don't think about it. You just being yourself. You don't give a fuck.
Here's the thing: you don't say I'm about to talk for 2 hours. You say I'm about to talk for 1 minute, and then it just leads to the other thing. I think you can do it. The question is, can you make it engaging and entertaining? Can it be something that will hold people's interest? That's trickier. I was just listening to a new podcast from Bill Burr, who's this comedian who's on the top of his game. He's one of the most popular and successful guys.
Yeah. I think I've heard it. Yeah,
but I was listening to his podcast thinking, what's so special about this? This is just a guy talking. He wasn't even saying jokes. He's recanting stories, and he's just basically stream of consciousness. And I'm thinking, I could probably do that.
Does he sound? Yeah, but does he sound engaged? Does he sound interested in what he's doing?
A little bit. You could tell he's trying to. I don't know. He's using it as a platform. I think he's really popular on it. He was talking about Ricky Gervais, actually. He said Ricky was underrated and he was an absolute genius. So
thought is Ricky Gervais underrated? I thought he's underrated.
Yeah, he said he doesn't get even the praise he deserves in America. Maybe, probably more than so than England.
Oh, possibly. But do you think Ricky Gervais gives a shit? Nah.
No, but the fact that he had 2 TV shows that were incredibly successful, Extras and Office, within a 5-year period, that's really unprecedented. Nobody does that. You don't. Jerry Seinfeld did not leave Seinfeld and then create another hit show. You see what I'm saying?
Well, it wasn't 5 years, but I'm not trying to one up you there. It was actually a lot longer than that. It's like 15 years.
Oh, really? Between?
Well, between the two, yeah.
I think he probably said that in regards to when he discovered the shows. So it's like.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Office came on the
radar. Office. Yeah, but The Office, from Ricky Gervais's point of view, he'd had that in his head for years, absolute years, and he went to the BBC and said, "All right, I want to do this, and it has to be my way. And if you don't like it, then fuck off. I'll take it to somebody else."
No, but Stephen Merchant came to him, and he was doing a little video.
Well, they both wrote that,
right? But he did it was a student project. He was in some writing course, and he had to make a video of what he had written, and he was mates, or I think he might have been working with him on XFM at the time, and they just were riffing, and he said, "Hey, they came up with this," and then they filmed it, very low budge. So it was Ricky Gervais at IBM, and he was some employee at IBM. It's really funny. Have you not seen that one? Yeah, and he's gone. Yeah.
No, I'm here. No, okay. Yes. No. Yeah. No.
Yes. No. Yeah.
No. When they made the IBM video, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but that was the prelude to The Office. That the success of that led directly to The Office. That was their pilot, essentially, that they showed the BBC.
I thought that was the other way around, actually.
No.
That's my understanding, is that they'd done The Office and then he was asked to do that.
No. The thing for IBM was just a joke.
Who's peeing?
Not me.
Is it Anthony?
Can you smell it from Liverpool?
I can hear the water dripping.
Yeah. Anyway, that mashup I did had a bunch of British rappers that, I'm not sure how many people know of Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of him, yeah.
Why have you heard of him?
I've heard of him, man. I used to go to festivals. I've probably seen Dizzy Rascal live without even realizing it.
Anthony used to be in that drum and bass shit, man.
No, I like the. Man, there's so many good people in that video.
Did you ever hear about the Streets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like him? Or is he a wank stain?
Yeah, the Streets was. The Streets was. Who's the guy in that? The main guy in that?
I don't know what his name is, but
the main guy. He is the guy.
Yeah, the main rap. Well, obviously he's got other people with him, but yeah, Streets were.
Would you call him a rapper?
The Streets, yeah, is a rapper.
No, he kind of. It's like a slow talk.
Oh.
Apart from that, I think you're a really fit song. It's alright.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I love that one. We should play that.
Where's he from?
London, probably.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's from down south, mate. Yeah, but he was a sketchy cunt. He was a fighter and all these other things.
A fighter, really?
And then yeah, man.
He almost reminds me of a British Eminem in the sense that he comes from the streets. He's not claiming to be, but he was a clever fellow, wasn't he?
A clever fellow. Yes, he was.
Yeah, the first song I heard from him was "Let's Push Things Forward." Have you guys heard that? Damn, that was 9 years ago. Christ.
Yes, it was. Yep, long time, man.
They did. I remember having their album when I was like 14, maybe.
Don't Mug Yourself.
Yes, another one.
So
love that, man. A lot of it's kind of shit. Oh, so you like that guy because he's like a bad boy?
Yeah.
Like
what?
What?
So you like that guy?
Because he's a bad guy?
I'm gonna send.
I'm asking.
Like Ryan Reynolds and Matthew Perry.
Yeah, play this one like a.
Yeah, I'll give you a little flavor.
I don't think you can play songs, can you?
Yeah, we'll get the hangout tech.
We will?
Yeah, we will if you play that.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Dude, Devin, you telling me, man, you run a music channel? You run a music channel? Yeah, and what happened with you? You sang a fucking song and got the thing.
Wait a minute. Down. Yeah, but I have stuff all the time. I post stuff up. It's fine.
Yeah, it's weird, man. There's no.
It's only the real cunts. There's only a couple labels. It's a news.
Sorry, if there's even one strike on this channel, we can't do a podcast on it anymore.
Exactly. They're not. No, but they wouldn't do that. At the very worst, they'd block it. There's no way that the music label for the Streets is going to hunt us down after 10 years and be like, oh, we played it.
It's up to Anthony. It's Anthony's channel.
It's Anthony's channel?
Yeah,
Holy
it's more like
shit.
my
Our
channel.
What are you talking
What
about?
is this?
No.
It's
What are you talking about?
territorialness of the actual channel.
No, it's not my channel. It's not, and I never say it's my channel. I say it's our channel. I always refer to it as our channel.
Well, my channel is my channel, and Devin's
Yeah,
channel
well,
is Devin's channel.
We're on the
It
least
is.
So
popular
your channel
channel.
is your...
Because of Anthony's ego is the only reason we were here. It's the only reason. It makes no sense for us to be doing it here.
Devin, that is not true.
We could push this over to my third channel easily, and it'd be 22,000 people.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
Maybe.
we want to keep it.
Well, why don't we?
Yeah, but,
Why
but
are
you
we-
guys
why
don't
are we on
understand
this
blocks.
shitty channel?
You guys have never had a strike against you.
Okay.
I've had like dozens.
I've had copyright blocks. I haven't had a strike,
Yeah, but that's
I've had
right. A
copyright.
block is nothing. That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, well...
Wait a minute.
Play it then.
Hold on. If you are so freaked out about this, let me investigate.
We're virgins.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
wouldn't want to strike on the channel because then we
I
really
guarantee
we
you
can't
they're
stream.
never
That's
gonna-
all they ever fucking do, man.
They would
That's
never
all
get
they ever
strike.
do on the channel.
The
It isn't
worst
just
thing
the Fly Monkey podcast is.
worst thing that they would do is take the video down,
Okay.
Right.
and that
And then we
would,
edit that part out and then
yeah,
like,
get
you
it
know.
out, put it back up. I mean, who cares?
I am
Who
like-
cares? Why
like it.
do we want to read comments? We want to get this out to strange people in the internet that we don't even know.
this is true.
Why do you guys care so much?
I don't. It's just that it's not my say.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
is,
play it.
Mike.
Let's live dangerously, people.
Yeah, just play it.
Let's
Fuck
do
it,
it.
just play it.
Are we skipping into it, or...?
Get into it. Dive in.
Yes, sing.
Okay, I'll go halfway through.
No.
What
Play
is
it
that too
from
far?
the start. From the start.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
It's a music
Can't
video.
remember.
You can't just jump in. Now tell me where this is, by the way.
That's in England. That's all I know.
Is it raining? Does it have grey skies? Yes, it's in England.
No, just bricks and houses jammed next to each other as if.
Yes.
Judging from the windows, it's down south.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like a nice.
Why you guys all have gated windows up there?
No, it's just that
England,
they're
yeah.
more old. What?
They're more old.
Hey.
Go on, just play it. It's old Scar.
That's great. That's great. Train spotting.
Yeah.
Ah, it's got classic London.
Old
Now, before we start, now listen to me. We're about to hear a white rapper, but don't be freaked out. This guy's not trying to be black. Okay, he's not pretending. He's not mimicking another style or another type of flow. He has a different brand of flow,
Yep. Very original.
and it's British, but it's innovative for even where he comes from. I'm guessing. So he's the best of the best from that area. It's not. He's not just another grime guy
It's
or
not
something
the
like
best of the best.
that. Well, I'm saying he's a.
Dude, he's good, man. He's good. Or he
Yeah,
was good.
he's right. He became popular because of his skills. It's not because he's good looking or cute, as Leica would say.
He's a bit of a bad boy.
It's definitely not cute.
Don't mug yourself.
He is a bad boy, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This isn't my favorite track of this, by the way.
Oh, this is double decker.
Anyway,
I said that before.
is.
Is that Harry Potter driving that?
No. If it was
not
Harry
fast enough.
Potter's, it would have been flying. So.
yeah, and then
One up.
squeeze into the little thing. You know, yeah. Come on.
This ain't the down, it's the upbeat, make it complete. So what's the story? Guaranteed accuracy.
That's why I don't
Now
think
that-
he's
this
a
is
rapper.
this is.
It looks like
No, he's
Dr.
a rapper.
Randomer Cam.
Oh, he's a shit rapper.
He's got worse teeth than Random.
Yeah. Well,
Listen
if he had
to me
longer
while
nails
I
and a
rhyme
beard.
slowly.
Look at his teeth. His teeth have
It's
probably been
not-
knocked out.
British
I don't
team.
give a fuck.
But see, I like the cleverness in the start. He says it's not the down, it's the upbeat. So he's starting on. He's recognizing that he's on a different beat than normal. So if it's 4/4 time, he's not coming in where you think he's coming in, which I love. Tupac would do that too. He'd just pop in and be like, "Whoa, he's gonna try to stay on rhythm with that. That's pretty tight." Go ahead.
Jesus.
Enhanced CD. Latest technology, darts at treble 20. Huge non-recoupable advance,
Yes, sir.
majors be vigilant. I excel in both content and deliverance. So let's put on our classics and we'll have a little dance, shall we? No sound.
And I like.
Sorry.
I like.
I like her getting this at all. It's too.
I do get it, but
What?
he's like he's the type of guy where you would walk past and like point at him and go, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you wearing?"
But
Yeah.
there's a couple things that I like about this guy. First of all, I love the fact that he doesn't feel pressure to rhyme. So he's just dropping non-rhymes on us right now, which is so awesome.
Put his classics on. Right. If anybody in the chat can tell me what putting classics on means, I'll give you £10.
Okay, well.
Don't spoil it, Devin.
Okay,
I know what it means.
Okay, but here's what. First of all, look how grim that background is. They did not change that in post. That's what it's like living in England. Okay, I feel depressed looking at the colors in that shot. But I love it. He's like, let's put on classics and have a little dance, shall we? Now the word "we" didn't rhyme with anything.
So what is? And this is a question for the chat. What is a classic?
Right.
Specifically, there's 2 words I'm looking for. Second one is classic. The first word is critical.
Here's what I love about this. For you guys, you look at him and think, oh, God, I know that type of guy. He reminds me of somebody I grew up with. For us, from an outsider, from an American, all of this is bizarre and foreign. So this is like, I just don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if he's cool or popular or what, where
he's the type of guy that you see him drunk on a street corner.
Yeah. But it's an influx of culture that we're just it's so foreign to us.
There we go. Just somebody said blinded by the lights. Blinded by the lights is an absolute
blinded by the lights.
Somebody just said Reebok classics. There we go.
Okay. I like soap bar. Sure. Should we
put blinded by the lights on because that is a fucking amazing track. Anyway,
yeah, it is. That's like his love ballad.
So are we putting this one up or what?
No, play this. Dude, we're 33 seconds in, this is gold.
Yeah, play it.
House pitch, no media hype, no hydro, it's nice and right.
He got all of his rings from Argos.
Yeah, I love it. There's a line coming up where he says, hold on. Hold on 1 second, I gotta find the lyrics.
That was an inside English joke between me and Micah.
Okay. No hydro, it's nice and ripe. So he's talking about pot right there, right? No hydro, it's nice and ripe.
Well, hydro's better than natural.
I like the line he says coming up, talking about how he's a cult classic. He's not an anthem, something like that.
Yep.
You guys know that line?
He thinks he's real.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see that. Who's the Artful Dodger? Isn't that a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes, I make bangers, not anthems. Leave that to the Artful Dodger. I love that. Go ahead. I make bangers.
Sausages.
Bangers and mash, mate. Go ahead.
I speak in communications in bold type. This ain't your archetypal street sound. Scan for ultrasounds, north, south, east, west, and all round. And then to the underground. You see that?
To the underground, mate. Oh, black guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, you have to up your credibility with a black guy. I mean, look at this.
Everything sounds the same.
That is the worst black rapper.
You say
No,
that
but if you listen to the music in the background, if you know anything about this kind of, that's UB40 in the background.
Oh boy.
You knew what I'm talking about, Devin. UB40.
Red wine.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's UB40 in the background.
Stay close to me.
Yep.
Don't let me be in love.
I have to be associated with you too.
Hey, who had the over-under at 2 hours for me singing Red Wine?
I know. I love the fact that most people won't even get that.
Red wine, you make me feel so fine. Good.
Fine.
You don't know Red Wine? Like
Red wine goes to my head, makes me feel fine.
There she goes.
Go by them. There's no excuses, my friend. Let's push things forward. You say that everything sounds the same. Then you go by them. There's no excuses, my friend.
That's what happened when poor people have to make a music video.
What's he liking? You're missing it. You're missing the.
No, but yeah, but I bet you they put the camera in a pram and hold it backwards. Don't you think?
Yes.
The chat doesn't know what a pram is.
What do you call
it? A perambulator. It's a stroller. A stroller.
No.
A baby carriage.
A stroller.
Look at the background. It looks like something out of Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. Those trees just
That's just
dead.
England in summer.
Yeah, it's just England.
Yeah, England. England playing right now?
You remember one of my favorite lines from Hot Fuzz? The guy gets a call in the police station out in the country, and he goes, somebody called from London?
London?
You never heard of it?
You sent me that. Yeah, you did.
He didn't know how to pronounce it. It was amazing.
You talk about that in Vegas, Hot Fuzz. Yeah, I watched Shaun of the Dead again the day, man.
Oh, fantastic film.
Have you seen the new one?
Which one?
I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
pub crawling.
Didn't they do like one with an alien?
World's End?
End of the World. End of the
World's
World's
End.
End. Yeah. It was alright. I've seen it. I need to watch it again.
I think it was
Because
crap,
the first
man.
time I watched it, I was a little bit.
I
I thought it
watched
was
it the next
disappointing,
day
but I need to watch it
afterwards.
again.
I think that they captured magic in a bottle with their early work, and I think they let it go to their head, and it's hard to recreate something when the pressure's on and everything's on the line.
I'm gonna get a beer. What's up?
You sing that everything sounds the same, then you go by them. Oh, I can't hit that note.
You're technically an African American, aren't you?
My dad is, yeah.
You are American. You are genetically African, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's not that right kind of African. It's not the one that people want me to be. I found it interesting, though, that white people arrived in South Africa the same time blacks did. Isn't that weird?
Is that true? That can't be.
Yeah.
So
No,
they
it
never
is.
went down?
No.
They must have. They come from South Africa.
I'm saying early man started much up closer to
North
like Kenya
Africa?
or it's over there, and then that's why we sort of branched out over into the Tigris, Euphrates, and the Middle East, and that's why we could get out of Africa because we were way up there. It's not like we started in Durban and then just hiked up there.
Someone
So-
must have went down.
No, they died. It's jungles and there's animals that stop you.
But there's countries where people have evolved in jungles, like Malaysia.
Here's the thing: it's a huge continent, and it just works out that white people got there hundreds of years ago. So we're not talking about recent past. And yeah, there was nobody.
Oh, yeah,
there.
I thought we were
Look it
watching a
up.
music video.
Google it.
Did
yeah,
the
we are.
white people take them to South Africa, or did they just happen to arrive?
No,
there?
they arrived at similar times. The same tribe of people that the Zulus are. I think there's another name for them. There's this wider group that they're called. They got there at the same time, and yeah, it's one of those things, man, because they try to claim like it's this. They have the right to that country. Same way the Native Americans claim. Like, imagine if the Native Americans got there a week before. This whole noble savage, and they're the guardians of this land. We'd be like, get the fuck out! You just got here.
How did the
we're watching this
Native
music video.
Americans-
The night, if what?
I was going to ask an
Oh
interesting
no,
question.
we're going to talk. I like that self-confidence. I was going to ask a totally amazing question. Thank you.
How did the Native Americans get to America?
Ice Bridge.
Ice
Yeah,
Bridge.
they walked it. They walked it, and then the rest of it is just mixed breeding from the Spaniards who came and just fucked up a storm. But we're going to talk about Hispanics and the origin of Latinos coming up because we got a video on that.
Okay.
But first, I want to hear more of this depressing gray rap, which is.
Can we play Blinded by the
No,
Lights?
I want to hear him say it. He's
After,
a banger.
after.
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
Let's push things forward. As we progress to the checkpoint, I wholeheartedly agree with your viewpoint, but this ain't your typical garage joint. I make points which hold significance. That ain't a bag, it's a shipment. This ain't a track, it's a movement. I got the settlement.
I think he's from Nottingham.
Yeah. Well, my new favorite rapper is from Nottingham.
Really?
That white black dude. He was
What,
good.
The white black dude?
Yeah. What's his name? I put him in a video.
Is he like mixed race or is he?
Yeah, mixed race. He's good, man.
Yeah, I heard him.
What the fuck was his name? I'll find him.
Find him. Play it.
Our frequencies are transient and resonate your eardrums. I make bangers, not anthems.
He's like a monkey that raps.
I make bangers, not anthems. I leave that to the Artful Dodger. Go play it back.
Do you watch this as like entertainment? Like
No,
comedy
Devin
or-
loves his English heritage.
No, but
He loves
here's the point of it. You guys will never understand how gleeful it is just to hear you people talk. That is a real thing. I'm not kidding. Like, this guy could read the phone book and I'd be interested. I'd be like, wow, that's so cute. You hear how he said that? I make bangers. Do you really, mate?
But it's the same thing for you, man. You sound like some posh American. You can't.
Nah.
Posh American?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
Okay, well,
Devin.
hold on. Let me ask the people in the chat. My dad always says this. Do you know what POSH stands for? POSH is an abbreviation.
I do.
You do? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Does Leica?
No.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait for it. We'll wait a minute.
Okay. Well, yeah, but
What does-
don't Google it.
What does
like
POSH? Yeah. I'll give you 30 seconds.
You want me to Google it, or you want the chat to Google it?
No.
And then for bonus points, tell me what Posh Spice is an abbreviation of.
Okay, nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting it because now they could have.
They will. They will.
Devin, do you want to tell them or shall I tell them?
No. You can tell them.
Port outward, starboard home.
There it is. Port out, starboard home. It was all about the cruising industry or boats, just crossing the Atlantic sort of thing. And
yeah, it goes back to Titanic and all that shit.
there was one side that you wanted to be on because of what? The sun, or I don't know what was the.
Port's the front, isn't it?
No, left. Oh God, we can't put you in charge of the Titanic. we got an iceberg. Where is it? Port side. Where is that? The front?
Left. Is it your right? It's your right. No.
Wait, is it port if I'm standing in front? Like which direction?
I'm sure port's the front.
No, it's the left. You're thinking of the bow and the stern.
Nobody got it.
I get seasick. I've only been on a boat once.
Yeah,
a catamaran.
Port out, starboard home. Oh, catamarans are freaky, man. They go up on the.
I was in a glass bottle one. It didn't make me feel seasick.
What are those boats? Any sailboat but I think it's the catamarans where they go up on one like fin or whatever those things are.
Catamarans, they have two things.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there. I'm looking at the captain, going, "Is this correct? Is this supposed to be happening? We're dying right here. Straight away, incorrect."
There we go.
Oh, that guy
Everybody's
did an interview
learned
with Ricky Gervais, by the way. That Jack Mate.
Who did? You're kidding me.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, actually. He did well. He was wearing these tight jeans with, like, rips in them, and Gervais was riding him on it. He would not let it go.
I never seen that. Is
that
guy, like, famous or something?
Oh, yeah, he's got hundreds of thousands of subs. And he's big on, like, Facebook and Snapchat and other stuff. Now, let's push things forward a little bit more. Go back a little bit. I want to hear him talking about bangers and anthems.
It's a movement. I got the settlement. My frequencies are transient and resonate your eardrums. I make bangers, not anthems. Leave that to the artful dodger.
Oh, Vista.
Yeah, that's the theme for my channel. Cult classic, not bestseller. Exactly. You know, you want to be the cult favorite. This guy knows what he's talking about.
But you would rather be a cult classic than a mainstream dick.
Yeah, don't sell out, man.
You hope so.
This guy, how much do you think he weighs soaking wet?
135.
120.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's not a rugby guy, is he?
Speaking of which, by the way, Ben from the Drunken Peasants wants to fight you.
Now, where'd you hear that?
Ben from the Drunken Peasants.
What, he just DM'd you that?
Yeah, he DM'd. No, he DM'd me yesterday. We were talking about beer and stuff because he was out on the piss. Yeah. And he mentioned that he wants to fight you. Like, not out of spite or anything. He just thinks it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or we could do it for charity or something like that. But I suggested we should do it in Vegas. But he said that you'll have to get down to his weight, right? Now, this guy's 5'9" and weighs 165.
What?
No.
Yeah, I said there's no way Devon's going to get out at 165. He's going to kill himself. He's
I'd have to chop off my legs.
He'd have to stop going to the gym or something.
Not the machine, it's the pianist. That one.
Well, the thing is, dude, like muscle weighs more than fat, and so I'm sort of like shredded up from my college years and all the protein and like whey powder I would take. So, yeah. Well,
how much do you weigh now?
I'm 205, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight to lose.
No, and that's like on a primarily vegan diet. So if without my girlfriend, I'd be 240, blimping it for sure. No, I would never be 240. I'd be 215 though, easy.
As long as you go to the gym, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you got to sculpt that fat.
Pay attention, Anthony.
No, give me some more. Give me some more of this. I'm loving this guy.
% shareholder, you won't find us on Alta Vista. Cult classic, not bestseller. You're gonna need more power. Plug in the 3-phase and the generator. Crank it up to the gigawatt.
I can't believe it's got the wheelie bins in the background.
What is that? Oh, the wheelie bins. I know.
Wheelie bin.
But see, this is part of it. I think this is part of the appeal. He's not trying to front or pretend like he's anything that he's not. He's like, I'm walking down just a street in my town. You know what I'm saying? He's not. There's no green screen background. He's not on some deserted island. He's not trying to flash watches and expensive gear.
It looks green screen with the way the camera's moving. Like he
this
doesn't
is
move, but the
obviously-
background is.
But
Yeah,
this,
like it. Yeah, but this is obviously a Friday because everybody's got the bins out. It's gotta
And
be.
it used to be
Everybody's got the bins
it's
out.
a
Get
different
your
day
bins
for
out.
everybody. Obviously, all the bins do not get collected on
yeah,
the same.
but that's he's such a narcissist that he thinks that everybody's bins are out on Friday.
Okay.
Now here's the thing, just ripping on Anthony.
He's not even here. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
he's just zoned out.
I'm here.
Mentally,
Well, I love that about this. The same thing is with that guy from Nottingham, that sort of grime rapper. He tells you everything about his life. He says, "Look, I used to be into drugs. I thought I was a badass. I come from shit. I come from nothing. I was poor as dirt. You know, this is my neighborhood. This is who I am." And the same thing with Conor McGregor. That's why I say Conor McGregor is hip hop. That's why he probably gets respect. In the same way that Scarface gets respect from black people. Have you ever wondered that? I mean, Scarface is a friggin' hero in the black community, and he's not black, and that is kind of shocking. And yet he is an icon for them, and it's because of his swagger, and it's because of some of these character traits that they really look up to.
didn't
he
he
kept
like
it.
start off in the I can't remember
Cape-
what they called it. Cape
What?
Town, kind of mini Cape Town.
Scarface?
Call it? Yeah, they started off in like this under
Well,
the
Cuba.
flyover. I know he came from Cuba, but when he came in with the refugees, they were living under a flyover in this
Oh.
like dodgy place. So maybe they associate that with it.
Well, yeah,
Even
it's
though
definitely
they're all in
because
like 3-bedroom houses.
he came from nothing. That was a huge part, and he built himself, and he used violence, and he was a man. And anytime you can do coke and fuck Michelle Pfeiffer, you're going to get some street cred for that.
Even if you die in the end.
Yeah, but if you die, you're going to take out some people with your little friend. Play on.
What's critics ready with your pot shots? The plot thickens. Put on your mittens for these sub-zero conditions. But remember, I'm just spitting. Remember, I'm just spitting. Once bitten, forever smitten.
You say that everything sounds the same. Then you go by them. There's no excuses.
Anthony, did you say Warren G was English?
What?
Warren G?
Definitely not.
What?
Warren
Who
G
said
comes from
Warren
my
G was
city.
English.
I'm
No,
trying
I did not say Warren G was
Just
English.
hit the west side with
What?
the LBC.
I'm the missing trying to find.
Yeah, that's
Warren
Devon's
G.
like Palisades shit, man.
No, it's Long Beach. He's a Crip from Long Beach.
Oh, it's Long Beach. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a cousin of Snoop Dogg. That's Snoop Dogg's cousin, Warren G. That's a good song too, man. We should play that one. Do it.
Get blinded by the lights.
Should we do a karaoke to it?
Yeah.
This is what it's all. This is what this podcast is like. I wouldn't say degraded to, but it's elevated to.
Yeah.
It's elevated to basically
Shit.
us
Oh,
putting
yeah.
our music on the No, it's us putting our music on the jukebox. That's all it is.
Pausing it every time.
Like,
Honestly,
listen to this, you fuck. Yeah.
I would honestly rather spend time analyzing the lyrics of songs that we like and know than talk about Islam or atheism or internet drama. I mean, fuck it.
Yep.
Exactly.
I agree.
That is a good song though to do. Maybe we can save it for next time. But let's give a little bit. Well, okay, a little bit more on this.
My friend, let's push things forward. You say that everything sounds the same. Then you go by them.
Dancing.
There's no excuses, my friend.
Oh my god.
Let's push things forward.
Spit jewels like Eastern riches, junkie fixes.
Yeah,
Around
mate.
here we say
Around here. Wait, I love the fact that he reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio from the movie Gilbert Grape. Does anybody know that?
No.
I'm
Okay,
aware
well,
of the movie.
he plays a retard, but he
He's
moves in a
kid,
very
right?
similar way.
He's a kid in that one, right?
He's a kid, yeah. Well, if he was a kid actor. Actually, Leo DiCaprio comes from Hollywood. He comes from an area that is not far removed from.
Name dropping again.
Well, no, I don't know him.
You know better than Joe, dude. You know better than Joe.
No, but
Except the
I
people
have-
you
I
said
have
the
no-
Leonardo DiCaprio in.
Yeah, I have no association with him, but he was a kid actor. He was on a TV show called Growing Pains.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah,
Heard of that, yeah.
and he was the guy they brought on as the cute kid because the ratings were dipping and they needed to sort of spice it up. And little did we know he would have just a massively successful career.
It's because he's a good actor.
Your favorite Leo DiCaprio film?
Me?
Sure. You are the person I'm talking to.
Well, it could have been like it, but Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, Jesus.
One
You know,
up.
I haven't seen The Departed. But I would imagine that would be the best.
Okay, Anthony, add that to your list.
So
Departed.
to answer your question, I would have to say Titanic.
Titanic. Oh God, you're such a cheesy cunt.
I'm kidding, man.
He is good in that though. He did well. Leica, your favorite?
I'm trying to think that he's in like so many movies that I can't. He was a really good actor in The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, he's good in most stuff. I would recommend Gangs of New York, but
yes, Gangs of New York, fantastic movie. Seen.
Departed was always good as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's done some stuff. Let me look him up on IMDb. Hold on, real quick. But what was I talking about? Oh, what was that film he was in? Fuck. Oh yeah, The Departed. Anthony, you will love that film. It is a great film. It won Best Picture, and it shows you the underworld, the sort of mob dudes in Boston, and you as a sort of non-posh guy coming from a working class city in England, Boston people will appreciate Bradford people. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's like Billy Bong, right? Billy Bong.
Yeah,
I would love to be in Billy Bong's company.
You could drop Billy Bong in any city in England, and he will be welcome.
Yeah, as long as he's
He'll
not
be like,
London.
but they'll respect him. They'll be like, oh yeah, I know this guy. IMDb, Leo DiCaprio. Of course, he had the good fortune of hooking up with what's his name?
Somebody just said Django Unchained. Yeah.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Django Unslaved. It's actually the real.
That was a beautiful thing you did. Blood Diamond. I remember that one about African.
Blood Diamond. Not seen that either.
That was good too.
Aviator. Not so into.
Not seen
Gangs.
that.
Gangs of New York is great, but it's really great for Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, he is stellar in that film. The Beach is a sexy film.
Now, The Beach I've seen, but I read the book.
Now.
The Beach.
I will.
No, I read the book. No, I read the book.
Better?
The book's fantastic, written by Alex Garland, the same guy who does the screenwriting for Ex Machina and Sunshine and movies like that. He's now a film director, but Alex Garland wrote those. He wrote The Beach.
I went to the beach in question in Thailand a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, was it Phuket?
Phuket, yeah. I spent like a good month in Phuket. It was awesome.
But I don't know if you've seen the movie or read the book, Devon, but they go off to another island that's supposed to be like secret and nobody really knows about it. It's supposed to be like the coolest place ever.
Really? I don't.
That was the premise of the book.
Romeo and Juliet. That is a very avant-garde soundtrack. It's a strange film.
Is that the rapping one?
No, it's all to music. I think it's all.
So it's like this singing one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's Claire Danes is in it. But actually, who did it? There was somebody on the soundtrack. God, who was it? It was a pop group from the 90s. Love me, say that you need.
Oh, that was that Icelandic group. Somebody tell me in the chat. They're from Sweden or something like that.
Isn't the one that did I Saw the Sign? I saw the sign.
No, that was a different group. No, in fact, that might be the same.
But that film is directed by Baz Luhrmann, and what you need to know is that Baz Luhrmann had his hands on every frame of that film, the same way he did with Moulin Rouge. And he is the main dude. He is the dictator of that artistic enterprise.
I'm looking for the name of that thing. Yeah. Play the song. I'm watching the song.
You want me to play the song? Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on.
We just said hey to Tommy from the Bronx is in the chat.
Just hit the east side.
LBC.
On a mission trying to find
the Cardigans. There we go. The Cardigans.
Mr. Warren.
The Cardigans. There we go.
Oh, the Cardigans. There we
go.
Cardigans. Yeah. Someone said the Cranberries. Boo. They're from Ireland.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was the Cardigans.
Okay.
Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to?
Play this song.
Play that as London Bridge burns down, Brixton's burning up. Turns out you're in luck, so I know this dodgy in the duck. So it's just another show flick from your local city poet. Case you geezers don't know it, let's push things forward. It's a tall order, but we're taller. Calling all maulers, backstreet brawlers, corner shop crawlers. Victory's flawless.
Did you just say victory with a W?
Yeah. I didn't get that.
It's whatever.
He's awesome.
We did. Are we still playing?
Do you want to play?
Seen a car full of girls. Ain't no need to tweak. All you skirts know it up with 213.
So hook them left.
The two. Yeah.
Lewis. Before we shooting dice, so I said, "Let's do this." I don't know.
Oh my God, you know it. The 213 is the area code in Los Angeles, but the 213 is more east. If you're 310, you're on the west side.
Okay.
Is that what they're talking about? Zip codes?
Yeah, zip codes. Yeah, but if you're down with the 213, that means you're in a shit part of town. If you're down with the 310, then you're white and you're probably not rapping to begin with. Although Tom
I did not
Hanks-
know that, man. I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Tom Hanks, I think his son lives in somewhere on the west side of LA, and he became a rapper, and he's trying to talk up the 310.
Somebody said burn down Brixton. Brixton was the first place I ever saw U2 at back in '82.
You guys want to know a good rap song from a white guy from Los Angeles, from the west side of Los Angeles?
Well,
all right, I'm going to play it for you.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
That. Okay, well, no, because that was
See,
kind of a
Anthony,
mashup.
you see how fun it is where we can just go off and we don't have to. Hey, we've got a famous dude to talk to and ask questions.
Yeah,
of.
well, you know,
Regulators,
like
I love that song. Someone said regulators.
Regulators, roll out.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, Devin said before this thing started, he said, "Let's just fuck the chat, fuck everybody, we'll just do what we want."
No, he didn't.
I'm like, all
Stop
right.
lying. Devin would never say anything like that about the chat.
That's exactly what Devin said.
I said, fuck the chat in a playful way.
Do you remember
Yeah, of
the
course, we're
movie,
going to engage with the
Regulators?
chat in a bit.
Disrespect.
I sat down with my friend to watch Regulators, the movie.
Like it.
What?
Can we all just indulge me for a second? Can we not just play the one song into another? The Devin did the one I wanted as an intro. Because I fucking love that song, man.
You want
I
to
love
just play the
thing.
song? Okay.
Yeah, I just love Devin's. Your video, obviously. But.
Do you guys realize that there was a top 10 most racist movies thing that some top 10 channel did? And guess what didn't make the list? Gay niggers from outer space. How did that not make the list? Unbelievable. They were putting Star Wars in there.
Anthony, if you want that,
You want a link?
yeah, you'll have to send me the link.
And I sent you a link for this.
I see it.
Okay.
Devin, do you mind if we just play your little
Yeah,
mashup video? Because that's
sure.
It's absolute fucking artwork to me.
Well, I make bangers, not anthems.
Exactly.
Leave that to the Artful Dodger and Warren G.
Your whole life now made up in rhymes and stuff?
No, Warren G, that song is so funny because basically what's happening is he's just chilling. He's looking to get some tail. He wants to fuck. And he gets jacked. So some black guys come up and rob him. And he's like, oh shit, I'm going to get killed like this. This is bullshit. But then his friend, Nate Dogg, comes up and pulls out from his trunk some sawed-off shotgun and just regulates on these dudes and blasts them. He just kills them. And then they cut to the chorus. It's like, yay, it was a happy day in the end.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to fucking chicks that night. So they kill some dudes, some little black on black, and then they go back and fuck. It's amazing. And it's like all this smooth song. It's like bow, 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 bow. It's like sort of R&B'd out. It's kind of crazy.
I'm looking for this. What the fuck is it?
Okay. Oh, you looking for my song?
Yeah.
Oh, it's on my main channel. It's not on Tracy Remix.
Yeah, I'll find it.
It's second to last. I love that though because it's so funny. These songs, the lyrics of these songs just come and go, and nobody ever stops and thinks, "Wait, what did they just say? Like, what are they even talking about right now?"
No.
I got it.
They got guns
Put it
to
in the
my
chat.
head. I think I'm going down.
Can't
I
believe
can't.
this happened in my hometown.
If I had wings, I could fly. Let me contemplate.
Now this song that Devin did also has English rappers in it.
Oh.
Which is amazing, and it's just I know how Devin puts a video together because I've seen him fucking do it, and he has musical timing.
And where
People
were
need to
you when you
understand
watched
this.
me do that? Where were you when you watched me do that?
I was lying next to you on a bed in Vegas.
In what?
Really?
In what? Do you mean in what?
What were we lying in? A hot tub?
In your bed.
In
Or
a
your
big
bed.
king size bed at what
In a
hotel?
big king-size bed at the Palms.
This is
in
not
Vegas.
gay at all.
Not just the Palms. The Palms. Place.
The Palms Place,
It's a
which
different
we will
building.
be going back to. I hope next year, pal.
Yeah, I'll come out there.
He
Really,
treats
you
you
got to come
right.
back. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, he's my side boy.
Devin bought me breakfast. I'll be forever in his debt.
Wow.
Brexit.
Yep. Play this shit. I want to play this thing, man, because I need goosebumps.
All right,
Play
well,
that.
hurry
Yeah.
up and send me the link then.
I've got
Hey,
my,
how many-
I've got my
how many
earphone.
people are watching
It's in the
this?
Skype chat. 300 and something.
It's in the Skype chat. It's not in the Skype chat.
334. There we go. I
Unbelievable.
put it in the Skype chat. Yep.
It's not in the
334.
Skype chat.
334
I just
and
put
a
it-
tumbleweed.
What?
I just put it in the Skype chat.
It's
and
not
right
in the
there.
Skype chat. I'm looking at the
Do it
Skype.
again. He doesn't know. He understands the copy, not the paste.
Yeah.
He's getting it.
No, I've got it. What are you talking
Devin,
about?
can you
There,
see
why-
that in the chat? Is
Nothing.
it
There's
there?
nothing in the chat.
There's not. See,
I sent it to you personally as well.
Oh.
I can see it personally.
There you go. That one. God, I
Nothing.
put it in there. I can see it. Why do you think I'm lying? You sound like my
I
wife.
don't think you're lying. I think you're stupid
No,
with text.
it's not. I like how there's a distinction there. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm calling you stupid.
Yeah, that's how well we get on. I love it.
No, it isn't in there, Anthony. Oh, there it is.
Beautiful.
Hang on, it's not playing for me.
Now that girl.
Yeah.
That girl there immediately grabs my attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just start with fire and women.
Now, can everybody? What I want everybody to do, right? Just pause. Is to understand what Devon did with this video, right? Because all he's got is the track, and he's synced the vocals up with.
It's pronounced ganked.
With whatever he's doing. I don't. linked, whatever. Just play it. Fuck off.
No. You know, it is interesting. What you're trying to say is, look, if you've never made a music video, just try it. And there's something very liberating about you hear the song, just envision what you think would go well with that, and then you add visuals. Obviously, I'm a one-trick pony. I just add naked chicks to everything. I think it looks good.
It's not just naked chicks. No, because you went out. No, because you went out and found the clips of these people.
Of course.
You know.
So yes, there's an editorial choices that you make. A lot of creative choices. There's technical things where you got to try to get things on timing, on beat. Then you got to sync up the mouths. That's not easy, especially when you're using live footage. When they sing live, it doesn't match their recording.
Right.
So you try to make that sync. Then on this one in particular, I wanted to give a little sneak preview of the next guy coming. So if you're watching Eminem, I'm going to show you a little Gwen Stefani because she's about to come up next. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Like, he's with the goosebumps every single fucking time.
Peyton. And by the way, this guy's in Senegal. This is I don't know, some crunk dancer from Senegal, but I recognized it because
with the bird. Yep.
Country drop.
Play.
He's cute.
Yep. Now this clip with Hermione here, when she gives that little look.
Oh God.
She gives a little look away
what's
from
funny?
camera.
When she does that look, I get moist, and I'm not even supposed to.
She looks hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, when she does
I start leaking.
Play it. It's not the one where she's taking a selfie. It's the one she does in a minute. Play it. That one. That. Ooh. Pause.
Does anybody know what that's from?
National Lampoon's European Vacation.
There you go. An absolute classic. And like, if you have not seen this,
But
add
you
this to
time. But Devin, you time the slaps.
Yeah. But I mean, Chevy Chase was so legendary in this. And by the way, this comes moments after they show just full frontal tits.
Yes.
On like a young teenage German girl. Like I don't even know how this happened.
His son is in the crowd and he's like talking to this German chick and she just takes the tits for no reason.
No, but okay.
He just like basically comes in his pants.
You guys, people out there in the chat, listen to me. Please try to understand what life was like before the internet. I am a young guy in the 80s. I'm, sub 10, okay? And I'm watching this thing, and I have never seen tits, okay? So I'm watching this. I have a VHS, and I'm like, what the fuck are those? I'm just like, okay, that is just some little moment of this film. No, this is a revolution in my life. I'm like, what on earth are those? It was glorious.
No, I get it completely. The reason why I laugh, I'm not just laughing at Devin, is because we're a similar age, right?
Yes.
We were alive before the internet. If you got a shot of a young girl's tits, you're killing that videotape. Because it's going to be paused
and here's the thing.
forever.
Yeah, that's if you had a VHS and if you can get your parents out of the house. But even then, you're too young to fap. So there's no animated GIFs. There's no replay. It's just, oh my God, I remember those tits. And something happened to me in that moment. I've never been the same since I saw those tits.
I remember that, dude. I remember it. As soon as you showed that clip, my immediate thought was, fantastic movie, Chevy Chase, that young girl with tits. Hmm? That was my thought process there. I remember that scene from that movie.
Oh, it was a whole new world, man.
Yep. It was the only tit scene from that movie, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was the only one.
Well, the wife might get him out at some point, but
no, she did. No,
she does a sexy striptease.
She does, but she never got tits out. She might have got down her underwear, but that was it. Play it.
It's now time for a game called One Song.
I remember you've even timed that as well.
Yeah. This scene is just, I probably have seen this 10,000 times. Like, I can never get sick of seeing Ricky Gervais try to dance like that. Oh.
Okay, but when you
And
released this video, Devin, it
him
was
biting his lower lip. Oh, it's so good. look at Martin. You see Martin on the left? That actor.
Yes.
Look at him. That's
already
Frodo.
looking slightly embarrassed.
Yeah. God, did he capitalize off the notoriety he took from this?
I think he took some. He was in.
He's in everything now.
Well, he was in Sherlock, but Sherlock was a really good thing.
He's
for
in The Hobbit. He's starred in.
Of course, yep.
Oh, he's been in quite a lot of really good things.
And I like him. But he plays a likable guy in that.
Yes.
And he's still doing.
He's an everyman. No, he's an everyman.
Just like Tom Hanks. Yeah.
He is a charming, non-threatening Englishman.
Apart from Fargo.
Fargo, he's great.
He killed his wife in the first episode.
Yeah, it was fun.
I've seen the episode. No, you see,
spoiler, Jesus.
It's the first episode.
I got rid. I didn't want to watch Fargo the series because I thought, well, how could they possibly do a series?
That's like saying the Death Star blows up. Hey, it's the first episode. What the fuck? And if anybody out there says that's the fourth episode, sir, I will shoot you in the brain. I will come to your house.
Play this thing. Play it. This is going to be our intro, by the way. I wanted this to be our intro, but I couldn't.
I make quite a number of music videos, and I'll give you a lot to choose from.
I know, mate. I know. But this is just one that gives me goosebumps every single time. There's a few, but this is the latest one. Play.
Tune of another.
Okay, let's begin.
Now, when this...
Anthony, I think those are hemorrhoids, not goosebumps, but...
It's when the bass drops here. My God. I live for music, man.
Well, here's the thing. I thought about cutting out that intro, but I think it's important to the song because it gets you into this mode, and then they hit you with all these lyrics.
Yes.
And the chat saying that I'm bored or something.
I don't. Nobody gives a shit
No,
if you're
just
bored.
that I have a toothache.
Oh.
No, they think I'm bored. Yeah.
You what?
Oh,
you want a toothache?
No. You know what it is? Because they're staring at you. Because you go on webcam, so their eyes are just locked on you, and they're reading your body language and
trying to get a little bit of a cleavage shot.
They're like, Leica doesn't seem riveted. We're not on a date with Leica right now. Let's talk about Leica. How was your morning? How's everything in your world?
It's good. Breakfast.
Have you written any poems? I heard you're into poetry. Can we hear one?
I don't read poetry.
Yeah, but see that's what the chat is expecting us to engage her. Meanwhile, we're trying to hype me up. What the hell?
So like
when actual fact, if anybody likes the Flying Monkey podcast, it's because we enjoy doing it, and if you want to be part of it, then that's fine. If you don't like what we're doing right now, fuck off. You're not welcome. There we go.
Towards the end, should we get a random person in?
Yeah, we could do a random flyby.
We could. Yeah,
drive by. Yep. Cut them off mid-sentence.
I've already got an idea of who I want in.
You have to say in the chat though why you are special.
No, Leica. No. Leica. I've already got an idea of who I want in. So let's play the music.
Okay, but
random if you
also
do it that way.
Tell us in the chat why you think it's okay to punch somebody with Down syndrome.
Because they have Down syndrome. That would be a start.
Very strong.
Punch Down syndrome.
Yes. Play the music.
She refuses to click it.
And this is my favorite song to sing along when the DJ throws it on. And if I leave here tonight and I fall asleep and wake up, hopefully she got some tea. And this is my favorite song to sing along when the DJ throws it on. And if I leave here tonight and I fall asleep and wake up, hopefully she got some tea.
Y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low key. Hated on by most these niggas with no cheese, no deals, no G's, no wheels, no keys, no boats, no snowmobile.
What's that song of?
Forgot
About Dre, isn't it?
Forgot About Dre, yeah.
Yeah.
Eminem comes in and does a chorus on that.
But it's the
verse.
Edit. That is the bit that just gives me the fucking chills, dude, every single time.
Oh,
I don't know why. It's just like, this is the break.
Well, but the thing on a song like this is you hope that you don't know where he's taking you. And clearly the guy who made this was awesome. It's just like...
Yes.
It's just, oh, man, this is new and it's cool and it's in sync. Not
This is
actually
really
in sync, even though Justin Timberlake is in it. What?
But you said it had been sat in your inbox for a while.
Yeah, no, I've been listening to it for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an older mash.
Heels and no skis, mad at me cause I can finally afford to provide my family with groceries.
To punch
It's
off
an
the
expert.
extra chromosome. That was the answer to the
Nice. And that is the correct answer.
Yeah. Now
We
this
would have
next bit,
accepted because.
this next bit where the bass drops, fuck me, man. That's just Ugh, that's just me all over.
Someone said self-defense, question mark, question mark.
Yeah, we'll involve the chat. We'll discuss this with the chat.
We'll do a chat segment, sure.
Yeah, we will.
Edit.
Justin Timberlake is cute.
Oh, goes without
there we
saying.
go.
Goes without saying.
He can handle himself.
That's
for
a
sure.
stud muffin.
Yeah.
Edit.
You said she was black.
Yeah, I think she's a lesbian.
Lady Sovereign.
Lady Sovereign.
I could have sworn she was black.
If you hate, this is a good policy. That's my band policy. If you hate me, then fuck you. If you love me, then thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, people will get it eventually. Like,
Love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then fuck you. I like to get to know you, so I can show you.
I like Missy Elliott.
this
I'm just
bit. I
saying.
love this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. But the way Devin just sings it all together, man, it's just
Thank you, sir.
goosebumply good. Goosebumply good.
Bumpalicious.
Fangirl kind of goosebump.
No, I'm just saying what's good and what's not.
Yeah.
Look at that. Does that sky in the background make you miss home?
Yeah, that's like every July I've ever known.
Could you send me a tumbleweed?
I've got one out in my yard actually that we cut down. No, you don't. Why the hell would you want a tumbleweed?
It's like a piece of it's Texas culture.
Do you realize how
want it.
spiky they are?
I don't care. I want it.
It's spiky as fuck, man. It's like a massive thorny bush. You don't want one. Well, unless you have a thorny bush. I don't know.
Like I told ya, give me all your numbers so I can phone ya. If you're acting slim, then call me over. Not on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Call before you come, I need to shave my choke cha. You do what you don't know your.
Speaking of phony bushes.
Sorry. I had to really speed this one up. This song is way slower than this. Usually.
Oh yeah.
Go downtown and eat it like a vulture.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk?
I'ma get you some to get you love junk off my hump. My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump. My hump, my hump, my hump. My lovely little lump.
Racket, brand, I call it a still roadie. Don't start, give me the beat, I let you.
Is this Dizzy Rascal?
That's Dizzy Rascal.
Alright.
London City forever, you like still free. Ain't no stopping me ever, you best move. Live roll, get our everyone on redemption. Worldwide critics acclaim my big news. Showtime, main event, you can't defeat. Dizzy Ross on your name, you can't lose. That's the sound of the police. That's the
Like they're all such random songs that have no connection, but the edit thing is the thing that
Yeah.
pulls them all together.
Well, the last two are Dizzy Rascals, but yeah. That's the sound of the
very
police.
end of it. The very end of it is fantastic.
That's the sound of the beast.
This is almost finished. Yeah.
sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Your empty little head would be spinning faster than the wheels of your Schwinn bicycle back there.
You think that?
What's this movie from? I love this movie. I can't remember.
Burn
what
after
it is
reading.
now. Yes, that's okay.
Oh, you blew the punchline.
Sorry.
Back it up.
Okay.
The funniest thing is Malkovich. His intensity in that moment is so awesome, and he's such a good actor. And Brad Pitt riffing off.
I like
him.
Brad Pitt in that, man. You thought that was a
Because he ignores all of it. Brad Pitt is extorting him, and he's blackmailing him with some evidence. He found a floppy disk or some CD filled with a bunch of information. And he's trying to, this guy's a federal, he works for the government or something. And he's like, what you are doing is a felony. And if you follow through with this threat, your life will go into so much shit. And then play it.
Empty little head would be spinning faster than the wheels of your Schwinn bicycle back there.
You think that's a Schwinn?
No!
I mean, but it's the humor is the fact that he ignored all of the other pertinent points that Malkovich said. Like his life is in jeopardy for doing this. Like there's multiple felonies being committed, and he's amused by it. You think that's a shoo-in? And oh god, his character is so legendary. He plays a gym instructor, like a fitness dude. Cool. Just amazing.
I thought that was Meet Joe Black. It's not Meet Joe Black.
No, that was in there earlier. I
think he's gay. Is he a gay?
What's the
gym instructor?
He's not good. Oh, Burn After Reading. It's George Clooney.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Malkovich. Oh, it's hysterical. It's also that.
Sorry.
Your lesbian British chick. What's her name? The one that looks like an alien.
I have no idea.
She was in Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. She looks like a boy. Short hair, blonde.
I don't know.
Famous British actress.
I don't know.
I tried. The chat will know.
Let's go to the chat 20 minutes from now. 20
yeah,
seconds.
20 minutes. Look at it. Right. That's the hairstyle I want for next week.
Nah.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. With the braids and the ponytail to one side.
Oh, yeah. Cornrows and ponytail. What the hell?
Yes.
God, like it's like I got an image to uphold.
I had to put I had to put loads of product on my hair just so it wouldn't go afro-y to make it curly instead.
Well, then next week you don't need to. You just scrape it all over to one side, do a ponytail.
Okay, shave your head on camera like your G.I. Jane. No?
I've been told that my boyfriend will break up with me if I shave any part of my head.
Jesus.
All right. What's next? Should we do a chat thing, or do you want to engage with the chat?
Oh, what the hell is the chat on about?
All right, we're looking at the chat now. We're looking at the chat.
Look at you. I'm cringing at the chat.
Tilda Swinton?
Yeah, Tilda Swindon is up. Okay. She's one of the Swindon lot.
Not Swindon. It's all slags, mate. Fucking slags.
The slags.
That was one of the best ever scenes out of The Office. No, I was over there, mate. Oh man, you should have fucking heard me.
He goes. Oh. Did you tell him off? He's like, no, but I should have. I was about to.
Yes.
What would happen? Would you get violent with him? Oh, if I did, better watch out.
Oh wow, Philip's getting handy with the banhammer. I see that. Somebody got banned from the chat.
Oh, you guys have modded people up?
Is that the guy who called Devon racist?
I don't know who it was. All right, so we're gonna engage.
Who hasn't?
So
who hasn't? But you know what's funny? I don't get called a racist. I really don't get called it anymore. No. It's really funny. It's seriously like the Khaleesi through the fire thing on that.
Mm-hmm.
I just.
It's because everyone now agrees with you, but last year everyone was silent on the topic, and now because they're saying the same thing.
Right. So if the Amazing Atheist, the same guys who started calling me racist, are now saying the exact same things I am, including Sam Harris. Did anybody hear the Sam Harris podcast on racism, where he states the same obvious facts that I'm stating?
Yeah.
What he called you a racist?
No. He's saying someone who was silent last year.
He's saying black people commit a ton of crimes, and he's saying that the reason that they are disproportionately represented in cases of police brutality or police shootings is because they engage cops more, because they commit more crimes.
No, fucking shit. Anyway.
That's the obvious. It's so painful.
Obvious. All right, chat. Josh Edrington, says he'll pitch in an extra $10 on Patreon if you do your hair like the little screw on screen.
Yeah, you hear that? Money.
Braids.
Throw money at the problem.
$10 is not enough, and I don't think I could even physically do that anyway. So
okay, no. Fair enough. There you go, Josh.
Somebody's saying, "Thank you for putting Ilium in my video." Is that you guys know this girl I put in that last video? Apparently, she's kind of famous.
Who?
The girl who's just like playing with her hair.
Oh right, yeah, with the products that she's putting in there.
Yeah.
All right.
She's like a known commodity. I don't know. I've never heard her. I think she does sort of meditation. She's kind of a woo-woo tree hugger.
Like a dragon feather type thing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Raphael says, Anthony, you are retarded.
Ooh.
Okay, true. Hellbound Heathen asks, how's the no smoking going? It's surprisingly weirdly good. Because I've smoked since I was 15, right? Smoked since I was 15, and... Noob. So I've smoked for 35 years, basically.
Fucking hell.
25 years? 25 years?
Anthony's a medical miracle that he's still alive.
Well, this is the thing. No, because what happens with smoking is you can smoke for 20 years and you think that there's no effect going on, and what actually is happening is you're slowly dying on the inside.
No, here's what happens. They tore Anthony around England to these seminars, these sort of tiered auditoriums where these doctors in white lab coats study.
Back in the 1800s.
Yeah, they bring him out like he's the Elephant Man. Like, this man started smoking in the early 70s.
So anyway, Devon.
I
I know you're
visited
not.
Tokyo and Japan, by the way. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying, stopping smoking is a big deal for me. So
Yeah, finally. I told you this when we were in Vegas in bed.
Devon, I know. We were in bed. I wasn't smoking when we were in bed.
Oh shit! By the way,
I smoked after Devon. Remember?
somebody suggested I do another monthly terrorism report. I actually haven't checked that thing forever, but it's more of the same. It's got to be nine.
You did promise me next. You did.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
wow.
you should do that, Devon. You should do a video with Leica. I think she's definitely worth it.
Well, I mean, are you sure you want to take the heat on more attack videos? You had to deal with the charming man. What's his name?
Shaman. You mean Shaman Man?
Mr. Not Charming, Mr. Not a Man.
No words on Tyler animated kiddie porn.
What did you do?
No, well, Tyler doesn't see a problem with animated kiddie porn.
Oh,
like
wow.
if you know like clopping porn, I guess. Whatever, like My Little Pony porn. Similar thing to Tyler is kiddie porn. Let's just animate children having sex.
Oh, edgelord confirmed. Go ahead.
I had an argument with him, right? Because I said pedophiles want to fuck kids, and he was like, "You can't say that. It's bad. You can't. They don't want to fuck kids. They're pedophiles. That's what they do."
Yeah.
How could you make that argument?
I don't know. Because he's an idiot.
Dense.
What is my vape flavor? My main vape flavor is jam on toast.
Jam on toast.
Devin, did you see Crowder's Fat Brown Water Buffalo documentary? Yeah, I did see it. And, he's running with it. Jenk is on his radar. And I feel like the spiritual, godfather to that entire Buffalo genocide hashtag. And, I mean, it's so not even ambiguous who started that. I'm the king of analogies, and I said it to him. And I've done multiple videos calling him a Fat Brown Buffalo. I sell T-shirts. Nobody gives him props, of course. I'm like the Howard Stern, man. People just take my shit and nobody cares. Nobody wants to.
My Sirius XM subscription ran out, so I can't now listen to Howard Stern in my car. It's annoying.
You know what's interesting? My experience at the BronyCon, I felt like the chick from the Gorillas in the Mist movie. Who's that? Jane Goodall?
Gorillas in the Mist is your fucking bird. What are you talking about?
Who? Oh, that's Sigourney Weaver, but I think that's based on Jane Goodall, no?
No, it's another. No, she's not Jane.
What?
Is it Jane Goodall?
Is that her name? I fucked her name.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
I could be wrong.
I felt like I was an investigative reporter in a foreign land, and I was in the natural habitat of the brony. In fact, one of the bronies mounted me to establish dominance.
Anthony, favorite cider? I don't really have one. Don't drink cider at all. Although if I was in England, it would be what's a cider over there?
Stella.
No.
Anthony, listening to you answer
Copperbird.
what favorite cider is just inspired me to put another bullet into the chamber and play Russian roulette later. I got 5 bullets in a 6-shooter.
Oh, damn it.
The Deer Hunter.
Yes. Yeah, if you've never seen The Deer Hunter, fantastic.
Anthony, favorite color between orange and green? Talk.
Ooh, I'd have to say purple, mate.
Anthony, gun to your head, favorite number, 4 or 8?
I really like 6, mate. 6 is nice. Where are we?
I'm fucking better than you, somebody just said. I'm fucking way better than you.
Fuck. I love this podcast. It's like my best Sunday out of every 2 weeks. It's fantastic. Hair cider. Yeah, that would be copper.
Hang on. Now that you're not doing the Skeptic Fence show,
Yes.
does that mean there's more Flying Monkey podcasts?
Well, we'll definitely do it every 2 weeks. How's that?
2 weeks?
No.
Dude, would you want to do it every
Patreon
week?
us money for this.
I haven't mentioned Patreon. Thank you, Leica. We have a Patreon account.
Unbelievable. Once a week is like nothing. Once a week is the minimal you could do.
Devon, are you committed to doing this once a week?
I do random hangouts for 3 hours like every other day.
On your own, but you don't join.
I churn out content for these people.
Devon, you've stopped doing hangouts with other people, understandably.
Yeah, because we're under your dictatorship. It's whenever Anthony just gets bothered to do one. It's just like Anthony's just like, oh, I feel like talking again. Guys, up for a podcast? That's our schedule. That's how the scheduling works.
No, it isn't.
It all hinges on Anthony.
You lying fuck. Stop lying, Devon.
It's true.
Devin's lying. Somebody screen cap that. Devin's lying. No, it's
How do
not.
you scream chat? What?
Pull up a
Never mind.
Pull up a Vadim and screen cap one of my public tweets as a gotcha.
People are asking you, Devin, are you going to respond to Vadim's videos about you where you were
That is the strangest question.
pooned? Is it pooned? Pwned?
Pound.
It's such a loser.
Yeah,
talk.
if you're in your 40s and you're using that word, then you have issues.
Yeah.
Poon.
That's such a
pooned
ridiculous
him.
concept.
Yeah, it's not Call of Duty.
No, there honestly is a threshold before I even care to engage with somebody, and those videos just don't even come close to hitting that threshold. It's such mindless just drivel. It's just couldn't care less. I would rather do anything. I'd rather talk. I'd rather hear about Anthony's views on cider. Okay.
And you literally would, Devin. And that's it. You're not lying when you say
But you know what's great? Okay, so there's a lot of shit happening in the chat. It's moving like the Matrix code. And Anthony saw that question. And the thing that tickles me the most is that he thought, oh, that's about me. Let me say that one aloud. I think we need to explore that. I think Mike and Devin might appreciate an exploration of my taste in cider. Unbelievable. That is legendary. Devin, where can I send you my ass-shaking video so you can use it if you want kisses? Well...
Is that a boy or a girl?
It's unstoppable at gmail.com.
Micah, we are on the internet, so there's a 100% chance that's a guy.
I'm going to say girl.
Okay, but if it is a girl, you send it to Atheism is Unstoppable at gmail.com.
If it's a guy, Anthony K. Gmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, AnthonyK.ak at gmail.com.
If it's a large file, you can use WeTransfer, WeTransfer.com.
Yeah. And if it has breasts. Yeah, Devin sent me a video that was quite interesting the other day from Peyton Smith. She's not in the chat, by the way. I wonder where she is. She gets a lot of hate because she's a good-looking...
Who is she? I've never heard of
her. She's a right-leaning girl from... I think she has some maybe Lebanese descent or something. I don't know, but she's from Florida, and she's got a boot.
Devin, somebody just asked me what my favorite lager is. Do you want me to talk about
that? Well, that's a line from Hot Fuzz. Or
no, it's
The Office. It's The Office where he comes back from a night of partying and he's telling everybody what their favorite drinks are. He's like lager, cider. He's going down, and he's trying. The whole joke is how much he drinks, and he wants everybody to know that he just gets completely wasted. Okay, give me like an Anthony. Top 3 words that mean getting drunk in your British. Blatted. Yeah. Is that Scouseian? What's a Scousey?
Pissed is Scouse. I'm pissed.
It's just pissed, man.
See, they say that. They say that in Boston too. It's a pisser. Bill Burr was talking.
No,
about
that means something else. If it's a pisser, it means you're annoyed, or
no. If you're pissed, you're drunk.
I think it can mean a lot.
If you're pissed, you're drunk. But if something's a pisser, that means something different.
No, pisser's a pub.
Okay, give me some more of your drunken words.
Knackered.
Knackered. That means tired.
Knackered means many different things.
Yeah. I think in the black community they have I was toe up.
Was what?
Toe up.
It's very explanatory though as well at the same time.
Toe up means I basically was out cold, I died, and you could put a toe tag on my toe. I was toe up.
Okay, I get you. What is my favorite American beer?
Oh, how about shit-faced?
Yeah.
Shit-faced. Yeah, shit-faced.
What about wrecked? I'm wrecked. Smashed, someone said. Plastered.
Favorite orange juice? Tropicana. Favorite lager? God. I don't know. Whatever's strong enough.
Anthony, grapefruit versus nectarine. Discuss.
Nectarine, obviously. Less acidic.
We got Izzy and the Chisel.
Izzy and the Chisel?
Yeah. Hashtag it.
We've got Ryan. Ryan's an Englishman.
Wait, somebody says feral? Feral cannot be a word for drunk. Oh, man, I got so wasted last night I was feral. That kind of, I don't know. Maybe.
No, it just means you cut all your hair off and scrubbed around in some brush somewhere.
Raphael says, I got crowded.
Crowded?
I got crowded.
My boyfriend said this one, steaming. I'm steaming.
Steaming?
Yeah, and I think it was in front of people, and he said, "Oh, I'm steaming."
Well,
and here in Liverpool, it
steaming.
means I'm really horny.
Oh, God. No. I've got a really good question.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Pulp, some pulp, or no pulp? I think we all know what we're talking about.
Well, I'm no pulp in it, but
I'm lots of pulp myself.
Ooh, wow.
I'm a lots of pulp guy. I like the fiber of the orange.
And by the way, for anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about sperm density.
Of course. Yeah.
Pulpy sperm. Hashtag it. In California, we say if you drink a lot, you got faded, and then that
Really?
turns into I got fado. I was fado.
Would you
last
say
night.
that? Would you still say that though?
Yeah. When I'm in Cali, when I'm in Cali, I don't say Cali. I don't know why I just said that. But I would say that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Faded. Never heard that. Faded is like a haircut. That's what I'm saying.
Sloshed. Somebody in the chat
Sloshed,
said
yeah,
inebriated.
sloshed,
No, nobody would say inebriated. That's way too clinical. That's saying, do you mind giving me consent to probe your vagina?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
no, it's not going to work.
You
The
gotta
slosh,
soften
the
that up.
slosh, the slosh is actually a dance that your parents did back in the 80s.
He did the slosh. He did
There you
the
go.
monster slosh.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. No pulp, Josh. Unsubscribe from this channel. You cunt.
No
Jesus
pulp.
Christ.
Can you imagine if you went on a ban spree for anybody who was pro pulp? It's like Anthony's lost it, man. He's gone too far.
I don't ban anybody from this channel unless they're an absolute cunt.
I know because you're a sub whore.
No, I'm not.
Okay, what
I'm
is
not.
more inexplainable? Tyler Preston's sub count or your sub count?
Anthony's
Is it my sub count? It's not my sub count though, is it?
Well, the fact that you don't make videos is kind of alarming.
Right. So it's not my sub count. It's the podcast's sub count.
Blotto. I love Blotto. Who says
Yeah, Blotto's good. Yeah, Blotto. That's a Popeye reference. It's got to be.
Blotto?
Is that Bluto?
Bluto. No, but Blotto's. I got Blotto. I wonder what that is. I don't know that. Mangled. Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, hammered. Yeah,
Totaled.
Yeah.
Tanked. That's Frank the Tank reference.
Wankered. Another one. Yeah.
I got
Wankered
wankered.
as well. Trolleyed.
Trolleyed. You just made that one up.
No.
No one says
trolleyed is
trolleyed.
good. I say trolleyed. I've said trolleyed before.
How about? I'll try to make one up. How about I got knobbered?
No, that just means you got fucked by a guy.
I'm dangling. How about that? I went full dangle.
I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try knobbered out in the streets of London next time I'm there.
Devin,
Yeah,
could
good
you
luck,
beat up Live Life?
Oh Jesus!
He's like 5 foot tall.
Joey's like 5'8".
No, the question is, could I reach him? He's so far down with my punching. I'd have to go with the knees or the kicks. Tyler Preston's. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that there's some new words that we have to push forward, as the streets would say.
Inebriated.
It's a classic. All right, Kerfunkles, says Carrie.
Funko. You just made that up again.
Oh, how about this? We used to say I'm saucy. I got saucy. Mommy
You can
needs
get
her sauce.
sauced up. You can say I got sauced up. If
Yeah.
if you've drunk some sauce, then you
Rat-arsed. Rat-arsed. That's the
rat
best one.
of course, rat-arsed. Yeah. Look, Leica's just reliving her past right now.
Knobbered.
Yes, I've been rat-arsed. Do you want to watch a video?
Well, we're
Yeah.
having so much fun.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I know. Well, we've done the chat. We'll go
Shall
back
we
to the
do
chat.
the Hispanic?
We'll do that one that Devin
Yes.
sent.
Yeah. Do it. Make it happen.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it. Go do it. Go do it. Do it. Do it.
Are Hispanic?
Sir.
Right. 1 second.
God, that face she does. She does resting bitch face all the time.
Now she has no bra on there, Devin.
Does
She has no bra on.
No.
No,
She does
she's
look
got no
like she's
bra
wearing a
on.
bra.
She might. Yeah, maybe one of those little things from the side there. Maybe she has got no tits.
Maybe there's a bra in the top. I've seen those before.
Yeah.
I just did a video actually.
Yes. God, I hate that woman.
I did a video responding to another MTV Decoded about slavery. 5 defenses of slavery that need to
Yeah,
be
so,
debunked or
yeah.
something.
That video's been out a while, man. It's,
It is.
Who's
Couple of
defending
first-
slavery?
the first.
Yeah,
by the way,
I don't
I'm gonna shout
Said
another
Bill
YouTuber
O'Reilly.
out. The first video I saw against that particular one was a guy called Joe.xcom. Joe, if he's in the chat, it was a really good video as well. Everybody should sub that guy. He's got like no subscribers. He needs more.
So,
Criminally unsubscribed.
to me, Hispanic is an ethnicity, not a race.
I agree.
I think it's beating around the bush on a lot of this. We know what we're talking about. And when it comes to Latinos and the Hispanic, It's a huge term. It means a lot of things, a lot of people from a lot of different countries. And there's a lot of interbreeding, that the entire race that we're talking about was made from interbreeding. So yes, there's a lot on that spectrum. But we know if a guy is named Jose Mendez and he looks a certain way, we know that that's not a guy from Norway.
Yeah.
So that's what all we mean. We're not like splitting hairs here.
I mean, it's
splitting.
There are white Hispanics, there are black Hispanics, but most of them are like some faint mix of mainly white, but a little bit of black.
Yeah, I mean, so exactly. Look at the black Hispanics, which there are many, and you know all sorts of regions that pump those dudes out. And we know what we mean. We're not going to call those dudes Hispanic in the same way. We'll say black Hispanic, and we would know what we meant by that. People want to find confusion where none is needed. Just use your common sense.
She's a fucking ugly black woman.
The question of this video is, are Hispanics white?
Okay, no, here's the premise, you guys. So this is what she's getting at. She was looking at numbers on the FBI. And what the FBI does, they base shit off the census. And what the census does is they ask you if you're white or black, apparently. That's the way they used to do it. And if you were neither of those, basically, so what happened would Mexicans would put were white. And that's why it said there were 78% white people in the country, which actually hurt us whites, people. Okay, all of our whites, Anthony, listen to me. It hurt us that we had to take on the crime from all the Mexicans. So on those crime stats, it's actually way worse if you eliminated the Mexicans from those crime stats.
This is all new to me, though, Devin. All this shit, right, is from what I've gathered over the past 5 years of living in America.
But it would be like doing a census poll in Britain, and it doesn't say Asian descent. It just says black or white. And so all the Pakistanis list themselves as white. And then the crime stats come out, and guess what? You have to swallow all the Pakistani crime. And it's like, wait, we don't rape this much. That's the Pakis.
Did you say Paki?
We'll edit it out in post.
Okay.
Yeah, ridiculous. No, but okay. So what Francesca
I like the fact that you keep saying Paki.
Yeah, it means nothing else.
There's nothing wrong with Paki.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
But here's so Francesca thinks that white people are claiming 78% like we're proud of it. Like we're saying, oh, we're this dominant force in the country. No, we see the writing on the walls, and it's that you guys pump out children faster than us guys. You see, that's what's happening, and we know that's happening. But watch, she'll say it. She'll explain it.
People white? Well, that depends on who you're talking to.
I'm getting blotto.
Hang on. So,
good.
If we're talking about race, the FBI is not like in charge of what is a race and what is not a race.
No, it's not.
Neither is the census, but it's just it fucks with my brain because she claims that race doesn't exist and then does every video talking about race by name. She talks about race.
Yeah.
So it's like, who have you fooled with this game you're playing? God.
There's a very confusing statistic about the percentage of white people in America, thanks to a clause in the US Census that refers to white non-Hispanic. Now, if you're white with European ancestry, Asian with Asian ancestry, or black with African ancestry, this may not be something you've...
Because this is asking ethnicity. Like, you can have an Arab who is Asian and a Chinese person who is Asian. They're not the same things. There's ethnicity is the thing that separates them.
But what you can never have is a Chinese guy with eyelids.
I have a friend in Malaysia. I have a black friend in Malaysia who's Chinese.
Does he have eyelids, though?
He doesn't.
Okay. If I met this person in real life, and I do meet a lot of black people, living in Texas, working with the public. If I met a person like this, I
lost the train of thought.
I don't know what to do. Well, no, it's not that. That would be very difficult. It would be difficult to know what to do. But I would be offended by her.
I would probably laugh at her.
I can't deal with her face. I really can't.
Yeah.
But can we get back to let's get back to Chinese people and eyelids. How do they deal with incoming objects, debris, and flies? So if you have a little bug, you're on your bike, you're riding around, and it just you see it coming from a mile away. You're like, oh my god, that bug's heading right for my eyeball. I can't do anything. I got no eyelid. So you just accept it. You swallow that one. You're like, oh, it's in my eye now. Yep, I knew it was coming. That's probably why they wear those masks over their face. It's to block the bugs out.
Because their eyes can't shut. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, Buddy Bearings just showed up in the chat, by the way.
Oh, fuck that guy. I love Bearing. Who am I kidding? Play.
ever even thought about. Let's look at the 2010 census. If you check the box that simply says white, this registers you as white non-Hispanic, which makes up 62.
These are all ethnicities: Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban. And then the next question is right, and it even says in this.
Well, yeah, I don't understand this. This seems like it does have a box that says if you want to be Hispanic, be Hispanic.
You could be like I think Billy's Cuban, isn't he?
Yeah.
But then you can be black and Cuban and white and Cuban.
Yeah, but
Billy will be anything you want him to be.
Look, here's the thing. This is all this self-identifying bullshit. I'm not even sure I'm into that, because you're gonna get those snowflakes who are like, oh, well, here's the thing. With me, it's a little bit confusing because on my mother's side, I have Scottish and Irish, but I'm also like part Russian and a little bit of Latin and part Cherokee. So I'm kind of amazing is what I'm saying. And there's no box I can check. No, it's you're white, okay? Just fucking click the box.
I normally tick the one that says other.
Yeah. Well, you're an exception. Okay. I like how do the Samoans get a box? What the fuck? How many Samoans are in the world?
Does the Samoan get a box? Where does it say that?
Look at that. It's right next to Chinese. So Chinese, yeah, they got 5 billion people, and Samoans. That's amazing. Waste the ink on those people?
Percent of the population, but together white Hispanics and Latinos are 77% of the population. Now, if that seems like a quick way to boost the number of white people living in this country, that's because it kind of is. And if that also seems really confusing, that's because it is. So if you ever hear anyone say, this is America and 77% of it is white, whether they know it.
Who says this?
Nobody. Again, nobody cares and nobody says that. But here's another thing, Franny. How about this is America and 98% is white? That's how it used to be. I mean, people lose track of that. They think that it used to be, I don't know, everybody was even. We just said, okay, all the races of the world, right after the Tower of Babel, let's just all settle America, and then just the whites took over with their white dominance and white supremacy. What the fuck, whites? No, it was a 99% whites. And we brought a few of you over just to keep us company and pick cotton. I'm so sick of it, though.
Yeah, well, she literally makes no sense.
No, but in the other video where she talks about slavery, this woman has emotional issues with that topic. She is not cool with it. Imagine that, 153 years ago. It's over. It's dead. It's gone. It's buried. It's blotto. It's knackered. And yet it's right on the tip of her brain. She's not over it.
Is that her, though, man? I mean, is she driving the narrative for this channel, do you think?
That's awesome. Yes, she's way committed on this, and it's MTV. Oh,
she does this in a private life. I've seen her shout racist at people.
Yes. Hey, after the police brutality stuff, they would do these, I don't know, the public forums, and she's sitting there shaming white people and talking about white supremacy. She takes this shit on the road, man.
She went to, I think it was like a music awards, and she was sat next to someone, and she said something black, need to be more black people.
Oh my God.
The guy just said like, oh, well, the best person deserves it. And she was like, you're racist. Can't believe you said that in front of me.
Ridiculous.
Bitch.
And she's like videoing herself as well.
The next video I'm going to do is about the Video Music Awards that just happened this last weekend. The VMAs were so goddamn black. I was sick to my stomach. What the fuck happened to MTV? It's like Yo MTV Raps just took over the joint. It was ridiculous, people. 13% of the country is black. The MTV VMAs, I'm going to go on a limb, say 88% of it was black. I'm talking announcers, award winners, hosts, everything. The entire thing was black. And it's just fucking astonishing. What the fuck happened? Did white people stop making music?
Go on.
No, I'm just rattled beyond belief. Dude, we had like one guy. We had Britney Spears and one of the Jonas Brothers, and that was it. That was the white people at the VMAs.
Do you know why you have beauty pageants in America? So you have like Miss America, where black people can be in it. Did you know they have a separate one called Miss Black USA?
Yes, of course.
Why?
No, it's such a double standard. It's hysterical. But god damn it. You know what's great about black people though is when they go on The Bachelor. Usually, see, the people at ABC are like, ooh, we have a white bachelorette here, and we've asked her what she's into, and she's basically said white people, white guys. She's listed off Ryan Reynolds and Brad Pitt as her main dudes. Yeah. But it would kind of seem racist if we didn't have any black guys in the dating pool. So they'll put one in as a token. And then that guy is definitely guaranteed to be safe for the first 3 weeks. because she fears that if she dumps that dude right away, which she clearly wants to, that she'd be accused of being a racist. It's amazing. Happens every time.
Can you put a racial preference down at the beginning?
Yeah. I mean, but it's not hard to figure out. Anthony, are you into black chicks?
Never ever slept with a black chick ever.
Ever brushed up against one at a subway?
I've had black chicks wanting to sleep with me, but I've never actually done it.
To be fair, Anthony hasn't slept with that many people.
Racial. No, but
no,
Anthony listed off many of the people he slept with. We were having lunch at Hooters in Vegas at the Palms, and he told me story after story. And you know how each story ended?
Fucked her in the ass.
Exactly. And I fucked her in the ass. Is the end of almost every one of Anthony's stories. It was
the end, happy ending.
It was amazing. It was, yeah. He honestly said it in the same cadence that you would say, "And they lived happily ever after." And
it's true. It's true. Never knows it.
He pulled out a freaking.
He's
picture.
seen the women. He's seen the women I'm talking about.
I've seen one. It's amazing. But really, there's nowhere to go after that. It's. I mean, you ride off into the sunset on that. That's the mic drop. It's a setup, and that's the punchline. I fucked her in the ass. End of story. What else do you need to know, bro? I was in her ass.
I got in there. I did the deed. Good night.
Exactly. We toasted to that one, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, several times, and then we stood on 12 and 1.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just don't believe you, Anthony.
Well, you don't have to believe me, like that's the
vibe.
thing. I don't care. I don't care if you believe me or
Yeah,
not.
that's exactly what a lie would say.
Yes, that's somebody on Twitter. Yeah, that's exactly what you'd say if you were a racist. Fucking.
It's true.
No time for it. No, I've lived a long and happy sexual life, so I'm good.
Wait, I love that. That was.
What do you mean, blah? Whoa, what do you mean, blah?
What he just said was in past tense. Did anybody catch that?
Yeah, it was past tense.
I've lived. He clearly did not say I live.
You bastard. No, but I would date a black girl if I wasn't married and had 2 kids and yada yada yada. So, I'm not a racist, all right? I'm not a fucking racist, all right?
Yeah, virtue. I would date a black girl if not for their racial inferiority.
I gotta be honest, man. Black girls just never ever did it for me. Just don't. Their attitude and stuff like that, from my experience.
No, you didn't.
I did. I went there.
Wow.
No, it's just not my thing, man. It's just not because I don't find him attractive. It's just their attitude stinks, from my experience. But they have a massive chip on their shoulder, especially back in England. So.
Wow.
Well,
do you want to invite Bearing in or stick to us 3?
Oh my God.
Well, that wasn't a private thing.
Yeah, chat docs. Jesus, Anthony has no boundaries, man. Seriously.
I know, who cares about this shit?
Part of me wants to send him dick pics, but part of me says no. He's probably just going to post them up or something.
Devin Tracy, I've seen your dick, dude. Remember?
You came peering into that bathroom. How great was the bathrooms at the Palms place? They have those waterfall showers. Yeah, unbelievable.
Fantastic. I tweeted out when I was filling the bath up just because it was all bubbly. And
my God, I watched a Bearings video this morning at my hotel. They had these trans people on. It was seriously disturbing. I was looking at these trans people, and I honestly had no idea what their original gender was. But when in doubt, I always assume the guy's got a dick. Like, that's a really good words of wisdom. Just if it's weird, if there's any question, it's a guy. That's my policy.
Yeah.
Now we can go back to the Latino.
Like his tippy tappy fucking keyboard.
Sorry.
Can you get one of those silent ones?
Gotta lube that up.
I do have a silent keyboard, but I'm not.
She's asking if I should get Baron in. Like, Baron, get Baron in.
No, she's not. She's on stealth mode.
Do you want me to Bearing or not?
Yeah, get Baron in for 20 minutes. He's late there, man. Or very early, one or the other. I can't remember what it is.
I can't. I'm about to be going to sleep. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Neglected.
We were going to get one flying monkey in, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Are we associating with Bearing now? Have we done a background check on this man? Is he ethical?
I have. I've seen pictures of him and his girlfriend.
I don't know. There might be
Nah, it
something
looks-
that happened months ago that
Nah,
we don't know about.
Baron-
That's
no,
really
Baron,
insignificant.
Baron looks really, really normal.
Yeah, I'm not sure though, man. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
sure what he was
I'm
up
telling
to
you.
in the 90s.
He was selling hotels, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. This is going to reflect badly on me.
He's a good businessman, man. I like Baron. Baron's all right.
Yeah, he's pumping out a lot of videos too. I think he's
He is.
giddy with his success, and he's actually
Now,
turned the
now you
corner.
see. Now this is
He's-
the thing, right? Baron isn't giddy with any of it. Baron's very measured, like you are.
Well, no, but he's measured. He's not letting it go to his head, but he's actually putting an effort. So
Yes.
there's a lot of guys. The Cult of Dusty took a year off. He said, "Fuck it." Amazing Atheist never does videos. Jacqueline Glenn will do. Oh my God, did you see her latest video?
Oh, about
Oh my God,
No,
she's
I didn't watch it. I just went and downvoted.
Okay, let me explain it to you. I'm not joking right now, okay? She was at the airport. Her flight was delayed. She had 5 hours to kill. She went around LAX filming random shit. And when I say random, I mean completely random. Like her feet walking, okay? She would prop up her phone and just film herself and just mug at the camera and just, try to look hot and shit. And then she edited it together and put it to music. I mean, it was the fucking most narcissistic thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't imagine getting to that level.
Someone's mentioning Get I Hypocrite on, and don't know if you've seen his video, Devon, but he did some.
Yeah, no, we've seen it.
Yeah. So I actually watched some of his video today. I noticed that he.
But the main question is he a Patreon?
That's not the question.
Does he give this channel any money?
Anthony,
Yes.
you're a Jew.
Oh.
Ooh.
Low.
The bad kind of Jew. Sorry.
Wait a minute. So you calling me a Jew, is that like an insult?
Yeah.
Why?
In some respects. It means you have a big nose, small penis, and you tie it with money.
I like this idea that people are like, get so and so on, get so and so. What I'm hearing is this isn't good enough.
Yeah.
You people are deficient. Okay, this is like, what are you doing? You are incomplete, incorrect.
Yeah, and what people need to understand is that none of us really care. We're just doing this. This is just a televised conversation that I'm having with Leica and Devon. That's
No,
it.
but we could go on for an infinity because I could go on for 3 hours by myself.
Yes, I know.
No, I got 2 other people.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
All right. Well, what?
What? Huh?
You're trying to.
Should we finish this one and then
Yeah,
we'll think about who we'll get in?
Finish what? I'm
Finish
totally
video?
what? Wait, we're watching video?
Finkelstein.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're only like 10 seconds in.
What or not, they are in fact including a very large number of people who identify as Hispanic or Latino. If you look at the 2010 census application again,
Now-
the difficulty is that
Now, Devon, I'm beginning to understand your train of thought here, right?
Yep.
Because we're sat here watching this stupid bitch, right? And we're then expected to then go, right, she's a stupid bitch because of X, Y, and Z, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get that. And that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
I'm bored of that, actually. I am actually bored of that. I've got to be honest.
What aspect?
Just the fact that we're watching this video, right? And we'll go, all right, well, we'll watch this video and then we'll comment on it and it'll be kind of funny.
Hang on, she's modifying
that's
it.
what-
No, but Anthony, here's the thing. Yes, that setup is dead in the water. It is stagnant, but you have to have flair. You have to have humor. This is a platform to have fun.
Right. So
It's
my
not-
flair is, yeah, go on.
No, so I hear what you're saying, but that's why it's also good to say what is good about the world. So us talking about Life of Brian or something, or us talking about words that describe being drunk, that is us creating something. We're not just tearing something down. That's easy to do. I'm sick of the negativity out there. If you want to be negative, but also be positive. Have something.
I don't really see this stuff as negative, though.
No, well, this
It's
is
just stupid.
But okay, here's what this is in general. This is a overcorrection. So black people have been given a voice. Like this woman, she would never have been on TV in the 90s going off on this. She would never have come on some major network, but now she has a platform. And so what is she going to say? Well, she's been waiting 153 years to say slavery was bad and fuck white people. Right. So that movement has just lit a fire under its ass. And it is a way overcompensation for against white people who are long dead. I mean, all this shit is long ago, but they're not over it. And so now what has to happen? We have to push back against the pushback to try to find some balance.
Yeah, and I get the comedy in it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do get the comedy of us commenting on such a ridiculously stupid person, same as Steve Shives and everything. But I do. I guess my overriding point is that I do get where you're coming from, and it's like I finally get it.
You have to mix it up, though. You have to have fun with it. You have to mix it up. So what do I take from Anna Kasparian? Do I care what she has to say? No. Do I take joy in the fact that she's such a goddamn narcissist that she stares at the camera and says, I'm fucking better than you? Yes. Will I make a song about that? Send it to Right Said Fred? Yes, I will. And will it be seen by tens of thousands of people? Yep. Will it live in infamy forever? Will it always be there? Yes. And those things make me happy.
Yes. So it's that balance. I get you. But it is infuriating, and it is somewhat tiring and a little bit annoying.
But you know what it is, though? It's the same reason why people eat peppers or jalapenos. It's painful. It's fucking painful.
Scoville index.
Yeah, you will be snotting and
Anna
crying,
index?
shitting
the
out your...
Anna index? Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that. I coined the phrase the Annaverse. I think that's the world in which she lives. You know, she really wants to just talk the world into being a better place.
Right.
And it's pathetic and millennial.
All right, we'll play this then.
I've just paused it because she's changed the question 5, which was about Hispanic origins, and she's edited it so it says Hispanic origins are not racist.
What do you mean?
It says at the top.
Please answer.
Oh no! I think
question
I think
5
that's
about Hispanic origin and question 6 about race.
The census does that. They say.
Okay, so why is it different font?
This was a different year. Yeah, if you look at 2010, I think it's... See, this is a different census thing.
All right, fine.
Good.
That Hispanic is not considered a race. The census asks you to choose your Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish origin, then choose your race between the 6 categories offered. Not only is this a hell of a shock when you consider that over 55 million US citizens are Hispanic, but I guess the some other race category is supposed to be a passive-aggressive...
You know what I do hate, though, about all of these videos, these overly produced videos, is the fact that they feel the need to put music in the background. It seriously just demeans it all to this... It's so degrading. I mean, why is that? Is anybody bobbing their head to that? Is anybody just going, you know what, I come for the black racist chick, but I stay for the music? It's fucking so obnoxious. And you know what it is? It's her publicly acknowledging that she's not entertaining enough. She's not compelling enough by herself.
Interesting. Yes, perhaps. I mean, if I made a video, I have made a couple of videos online, but I didn't feel the need to overlay what I'm talking about with a music track. That was never a thought I ever had. Is that a thought you ever had, Devin?
No. I mean, sometimes I'll put at the end to my outro, I'll put in my Enya, but that's it.
It's not you talking over a music track.
No, I understand the need to keep something stimulating. That's why I put visuals ongoing.
Well, that's what they're doing, though. They're putting visuals up all the time.
Well, no, they're doing motion graphics. So, they have, here's a stock picture of a white person being a racist, and then boom, 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 and then it moves around, and the music, it's just so obnoxious. And the decor. What gay lunatic designed this place? I mean, what the fuck is that? You have like this gold bust of a deer or some sort of antelope with what is that, a beaker? What the fuck is that? I mean, this makes Steve's laundry room look like, freaking...
like a man cave.
Yeah, just some really elegantly classy, tasteful joint. Crazy. Is that a sea urchin? What is that?
No, that's
a sea urchin.
Why? Are you going to be offended if it is?
That's not a picture. That is something hanging and dangling on the wall.
Oh, there. No, that looks like one of those fiber optic light things.
I think it's a metal sculpture.
Just anywhere. Anyway,
imagine designing that room and then coming to this and then just going, okay, stop it, Javier, no more. Don't even touch a thing. It's horrible. I'd rather
go Javier.
Gay dudes are usually Latin. That's
true. That's true.
Truth.
Play the fucking thing. I'm getting too many Ricky Gervais
for their
things in my
beautifully
head.
diverse culture, and even that option doesn't really work. According to the U.S. Census
Bureau,
Bureau,
that sneer.
I know.
Look at the sneer that she talks with things.
I know. It's
now
so
that
funny.
is what
She
I
thinks
pick up
that
on.
works.
You pick up on different things. You pick up on the background and stuff. But I look at her facial expressions, and she sneers when she's talking about white people.
I got troubling
or
news
any
for you.
other race than black people.
There's another sea urchin on top of that pile of books on the bottom left.
It's the same one, dude.
Her boyfriend is what, isn't he?
Yeah, husband.
So does she like have this spite against her own husband?
And she talks white. I mean, she did a whole video about how a lot of people say I talk white. And it's like, yeah,
She's
because
a Valley girl, isn't she?
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh God! By the way, there's another Young Turks video. It is such a classic. Maybe we'll do it next time. It's Anna Kasparian and these other chicks on the show, hostesses. Is that a word? Hosts on the hostess. And they're talking about how they got to where they are, as if they're getting a lifetime achievement award. And I swear to God, it's Anna walking around a park in Reseda, her hometown, and she's like, I used to come here and it was my escape, and I'd have quality time with my dad, and I used to walk around and think, God, what do I want to achieve in this world? And all you have to do, people, is follow your dreams, and I've totally made it. I've come such a long way. It's so crazy, you guys. Seriously, if you want to just cringe at something,
we need to do that one.
Oh.
Are you gonna do a video on that?
No, it's too pointless. But like,
okay. Oh well, we'll do it on the podcast then.
Yeah.
Sorry, have you seen the video of a girl in an Uber lift? Or whatever they're
I
called?
have.
think
The hula dancer. Yeah. And she goes, "You're a fucking white male."
Of Hawaii.
And he goes, "I'm actually Asian, but why would that even matter?" She goes, "Oh, it matters. Trust me, it matters."
And then later on says it doesn't matter even if he is Asian.
Yeah, and she was talking with her baby voice. I mean, that is satire. There's no way that's Poe's law.
That's genuine.
No, that's real, dude.
No, I'm saying it's indistinguishable from satire.
Yeah.
Of course.
The way
it was the continent of Hawaii that got me.
Oh my God. And that puts the girl, the Miss South Carolina, that makes her look like Einstein. The education in America, such as
Africa and
the Iraq and in Africa. What? Oh my God! Mario Lopez looked at her as if she was the most pathetic, tragic figure, and like, it was just such. That moment is great, though. That was one of the first
Mario
big.
Lopez?
He was the host.
Oh, of what?
Of almost everything, but he was the host of X Factor. He was a guy on a TV show. Mexican guy, used to be like a bodybuilder. Now he's just like a douchey game show host type.
Okay.
Is she like pissed because Hispanic isn't considered a race, or?
No, it's basically fuck white people is the overarching theme.
But if she thinks Hispanics are white, would she say
she doesn't.
Hispanic?
No, she thinks Hispanics are noble locals, natives, and they need to have their. You'll see. Let her talk.
Those people who mark some other race are often counted as white. So if Hispanic isn't a race...
No, they're not. They're counted. It's over. Oh.
Right, other. So, but here's what happens. She's basically saying, white people, you ain't all that. You ain't no 78% whites. So don't think that this is your country. We're here. We're taking over. That's what she's saying. I mean, there's really no reason to make this video. That's what's so... Like, I always love trying to dissect the impetus. Why was this even made? Mm-hmm. Okay? And that's what you get, Anthony, from me listening to that mashup and having nothing. Why is there something and rather than nothing? Isn't that what Lawrence Krauss asks? Or that's what religious people ask, right? Why is this something? This should be nothing. This is nothing. Anthony's gone to La La Land.
Anthony?
Forget him. He's checked out.
We'll watch the video.
Yeah,
like the way he just disappears, didn't tell us anything.
I know. It's just he figures he won't be missed.
It's true, though.
Ouch.
I know.
What is it? Well, before we get to that, we actually have to settle another important thing. What's the difference between Hispanic and Latino? So I'm going to enlist some help from my friend, Kat Lasso.
Thanks for having me, Francesca.
Pause. 1 second. I have to address this. Okay, what does she think her target demographic is? How old do you think they are?
12.
Spit out a number. Honestly, she's talking as if she's talking to a 5-year-old.
Well, all of this stuff that they've got up is like kids. Like, this is the graphics I would use for like teenage kids on the young end of the teens.
It's almost like they think, look, it seems like every time we try to peddle our bullshit, if the person's over 30, there's no chance they're buying it. So we should just forget them. Fuck that. Let's get them beyond. Yeah, they're almost using like the cigarette industry's strategy, like get your hooks in young. So let's do flashing colors, we'll do music, and we'll talk like this. So before we get into that, the thing we have to do is find the difference between Hispanic and Latino. It's just like, oh my God, if somebody talked like that to you, you're at coffee, you would just look at them and be like, what are you doing? Why are you performing? Just talk normal. Yeah, it's alarming to me. And so they bring in the resident Hispanic. And this girl...
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this on actual, like, MTV channels?
I mean, it must be promoted. It must be cross-promoted. It is their brand. So this girl is... She's in hell right now, but she's not as nasty and as bitch-facey as the other girl. Seems like a nice girl, but she's still going to hype up the Latinos and say fuck whites.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You were gone?
Welcome back.
You were gone? Yeah.
Play on.
Play.
So it may get a little confusing if this is your first time hearing this, so I'll try to keep it as simple as I can. Hispanic refers to people of Spanish.
Oh, God. Yeah.
You're a
I mean,
fucking
seriously.
racist.
I mean, how insulting is that? Leica, can I tell you something about what it is to be a YouTuber? I'll try to keep it as simple. I'll try to keep this as simple as I can.
Oh, thanks, because I'm really simple as well.
So, Leica, what you have to understand is there's a difference between being a YouTuber and just being a public personality, okay?
Really?
So YouTubers make videos. Yeah. Oh, unbelievable.
Are you opening your mouth when you say that, Devin?
Really wide. About
Really
5
wide?
times too wide. Yeah.
Yeah, go. Just making sure. You have to do that.
Yeah, remember Josh Banko when he does that? And his gums. Fuck. I mean, it's...
Oh, God, Josh Banko. God.
His gum to tooth ratio is like...
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
7-1.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Spanish-speaking origin, it means you have a family history in a Spanish-speaking country.
No
this
shit.
means you have origins in these countries.
And what is she... Oh, my God.
Well, like Venezuela, it's not Spain, but they speak Spanish.
I know.
You know,
Considered
going back to what I was saying before, where we don't need to watch these videos actually annoy me. I'm sat here actually feeling annoyed.
That's awesome.
Is that
What
good?
you're supposed to feel.
Yeah, no, we're trying to mine some comedy and some comments as to why this annoys you, why it's wrong, why it's funny.
Yeah, you see, I just end up feeling frustrated and like I want to punch something.
Right.
Like, why are people like this? I don't.
But here's the basic thing, Anthony. The basic thing is, if your goal is not to find humor and joy and to just have fun with it, then the other goal is to feel superior to something. So that's why a lot of those Atheism 1.0 dudes, they'll go on for years talking about, hey, the Noah's Ark is bullshit. Let's talk about it again. I'm definitely sure I'm right on that. I'm better than these people.
Yes.
So there's never going to be a podcast where you come on and we listen to some physicists talk about quantum physics and we're like, wow, that sounded smart and cool, but I have nothing to contribute to that, and this guy's clearly smarter than me on this.
I get you.
So that's the dynamic nobody's trying to get down with.
Thank you, Devin.
Yeah, no problem. I try to explain it to you. I try to keep it simple.
Please.
Wait,
including.
I love how Spanish-speaking countries, and they didn't include America. Have they ever been to California?
Yeah, there's no
it's
America
mostly
there.
Mexicans there.
It's all
I mean,
Middle America. It's all Central America
just
and the left side of Southern America.
In case you have never gone to an ATM in Los Angeles, the first question you get asked is, "Do you want this in English or Spanish?"
Yeah. Habla español.
Right. So, yay us, because aren't we so diverse and culturally enriched?
Well, that's all it is in Texas, especially where I'm from, because I'm near the left border and the south border.
Dude.
That's all it is. That's all it is. But we get some great Spanish food. I mean, Spanish food
it's
makes...
true. I walked past a burrito joint today and I was salivating.
Oh, Jesus. I mean,
Like
some
a-
of their food is fantastic. It's just...
Like a Pavlovian perro.
Pavlovian perro?
Perro is dog in Spanish, but I try to explain jokes to you. That
Yeah,
tends to
it
make them
kills
work better.
Kills it.
Yeah.
Yeah, move on.
Spain. But notice how Brazil isn't included in the map? Well, that's because they don't primarily speak Spanish. They speak Portuguese.
Hold on, pause.
Portuguese is like based on Spanish, isn't it?
I love how we're on a side tangent. We're on a tangent right now where they're telling us that they speak Portuguese in Brazil.
Yeah. What's the difference?
What the fuck does that have to do with... Wait, but what does that have to do with race on the American census? And like Portuguese in Brazil? Yes, we know that. Who doesn't know that? Am I that... I mean, do you have to have gone to Brazil to know they speak Portuguese?
You see, that's the part I can't get over, Devin.
What?
It's like, how dumb can you be to not understand this?
Seriously, I'm actually curious. Because there probably was a time I didn't know what language they spoke in Brazil. I would say, oh, they speak Brazilian.
Yeah, when you were about 5.
But I mean, fucking hell. How unenlightened must you be?
No, but look, the kids probably watching this. This is the first time they've heard it. And then they're thinking, I'm learning something. Maybe all the other things are good things to learn.
But like,
I'll give you that.
They're treating us like we are mentally deficient and we're just coming out of a coma. And they're like, okay, let me catch you up to speed with stuff.
Do you remember your name? What's your name? Do you have a
remember this country here is Brazil, and they don't speak Spanish there.
What? You got to be kidding me.
So dumb.
But that's the thing I can't get over, man. It's just, I know you see the humor in it. I find it difficult to find the humor in it because it just makes me annoyed, is what it is.
Looks like the Panama Canal got a little big there. Snapped off Central America in half.
Portuguese. Yes. Play.
Oi.
Which brings us to Latino. Or Latinx. if you wanna be-
No. I will never say Latinx. Fuck that. Gender neutral. She goes, if you want to be gender inclusive, you say Latinx.
No.
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 I hear that you're asking me to do that. I'm telling you my answer, and it's no.
What does gender inclusive mean?
How about Latin LBGTQ? I mean, like,
what does
let's just
what does
everybody.
gender inclusive mean? I don't.
Well,
No,
Latino
yeah.
is a boy, is male, isn't it?
Right. Yes.
Got
So
all
Latino
the-
is a boy, Latina is a
Latina,
girl.
yeah.
It's, it's
See,
just,
this is why. Yeah, but this is why I like Baron, because he's like, what? What?
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
just like in French,
didn't
they
get
have
it.
things are either male or female in the language. Okay, so if you say something like all men are created equal, then you'll get some feminazi coming back with, well, why can't we have men X?
But you have like countries themselves or origins. You have Germany as like male, England is female.
Right.
But you're not saying like people are all
No.
male from Germany or all female or something.
Yeah. If I say America has got some great actors, I'm not saying there are no great actresses. It's just a, God damn it, how sensitive can these people be?
So you're from the fatherland? Stop saying I'm a boy.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking. Jesus, play it.
Gender inclusive.
Annoys me.
Which you should be. Latinx refers to.
Which I should be.
Which you should be.
Anthony's,
Should I?
No.
Anthony's commentary is,
Yes.
Look at those hoop earrings. She's like straight out of Apocalypto or something. She went really, she's like, I got to be extra Mayan today because I'm going to be talking about my heritage.
Now, if she was extra
I hate
Mayan,
that.
she'd have like a nose thing going on.
Yeah. I hate it when they wear those, though, women, because their earlobes get all droopy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so terrible. It's like, don't do that.
If you try and kiss him and stuff, it's just.
Kiss the ear?
God, just getting the. What if you try and go for the neck and that big hoop earrings in the way?
Yeah, but
Just
looking at
annoying.
her ears are a 10 compared to Shives's whatever the fuck you call those. Mr. Potato Head thinks he's got stuff on.
Do you know when, since the recent thing with TYT, I know what every SJW is thinking in the head. It's like, I'm fucking better than you.
Yeah.
They're all.
No, Anna, like. No, like
but he's talking to.
That is the bedrock of the regressive mentality and the SJWs. That is what is underlying all of the virtue signaling. It is, I am better than you. Hello. Now, she is so cocksure with her fucking stance on herself that she'll say it in front of all these people. Most people hide that. Most people say, look, slavery was bad, isn't it? Rape. Anybody heard about this rape? Yeah, I'm against rape. Oh, terrible. Rape. I don't rape. But what they're saying is, I'm fucking better than everyone. I'm better than rapists. I'm better than people. If there is anybody out there who's pro-rape, I'm better than you.
But,
So they talk to somebody that's not even in existence to try to hype themselves up. It's disgraceful.
I agree.
Anthony, comment?
No, I agree, David. You fucking. Yeah. It does, honestly, if I had hair, I would be pulling it out. Because, I don't know, when I was young, it wasn't like this.
You know what's sad? The day I realized that Homer Simpson has more hair than me. He has 2 strands more.
Yeah.
You shave your hair, don't you?
Yeah,
but if anyone else, Devon is bolder than me. If I grew my hair out,
I'll
I would
have you a
more
grow
hair
off.
than Devon.
We'll do the great American grow off.
Didn't your dad have like hairs down the side of his head?
Yeah.
Devon's dad has more hair than Devon.
Yeah, but
does.
Devon could grow the hair, but it only come out the side.
Oh, you see.
I'm gonna grow a side ponytail.
Yeah, I could do that.
2 horns. Just. All right, play this bitch.
having origins in Latin America, which is basically the countries in North and South America that are geographically south of the United States, including most of the Caribbean. And unlike Hispanic, Latinx excludes much of Latin America's colonizer, Spain. So, one more time. Hispanic refers to language, and Latinx focuses on geographic location.
Off, you stupid bitch.
Anthony, would you ban?
Yeah, I can. I mean, she'd have to shut the fuck up, dude.
Like, would you ban?
Yeah.
Would you diddle with a diddle? Diddle with a hoo-ha?
Would you do a double-ended dildo?
No.
only if it had like tribal markings on it. Some number.
Yeah.
But whichever term you use, neither of them actually refer to racial identity. Just like a...
It's because they're not race.
No, but here's the thing. What the fuck? We know these people look different, okay? We know that we can come up with a word. Let's make up a new word. You're making up words. Latinx. What the fuck?
Latinx? What the fuck is that?
I tried to make up a word earlier for being drunk. I called it knobbered. It didn't work.
There was a word.
Okay, but like, what are we going to pretend that these people just slip through the cracks? And it's like, yeah, we got blacks, we got whites. We clearly know what those look like. Mexicans, yeah, that's impossible. Who knows? It's just an ethnicity. It's not a race. Their skin color is not different. Their facial features, their stature, nothing. It's all the same.
But the reason America keeps track of this is because they need to know how many people have immigrated and what the current status of all those immigrants are.
No, it's because we need to know who to oppress and who to profile.
Yeah, but people need to understand that Mexicans in Texas don't give a fuck.
I'd stop and frisk.
They don't give a shit. They don't care. They're not talking about this kind of crap.
No. You know what's interesting, Anthony? You raise a good point. By accident. You stumbled like a blind idiot onto a good point. Okay. And the point is, we never hear about Mexicans, and there's tons of Mexicans, and they have tons of problems too. Accusations of oppression and racism towards Mexicans. You never, especially before Trump, and this with Trump's campaign now we hear a bit of it, but before that, whites and Mexicans, there's no race war between whites and Mexicans.
No, never happened.
It's like none. Mexicans are just doing their thing. It's whatever. They have their gangs, but mostly they're just family people. They're just whatever. They're hardworking people.
The only thing that you ever hear about anything about Mexicans in this town where I live is immigration. That's it.
Okay, but look,
nobody wants Mexicans in Texas or in America generally that have come over illegally, and I'm for that, right? Because I did it the legal way, and I don't want anybody coming across the illegal way, which is just common fucking sense.
There's no Brown Lives Matter movement. There's no Mexicans complaining about police brutality.
Do you know the Black Lives Matter movement?
What?
They also include Latinos.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So what they try to do, and all these SJWs, every regressive, they try to talk about minorities. They're trying to rally the coalition of the colored against the whites.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, if you're Mexican, if you're Native, so you'll go to a Black Lives Matter thing up in Canada, and guess who shows up? It's the goddamn First Nationers. It's like, what the fuck are you people doing here? What do you have to do with some black guy reaching for a gun and getting shot? Nothing, but fuck whites. We have that in common. It's hysterical. So like minorities versus whites is the paradigm they're trying to set up. And it's like, well, the Asians have no problems with whites. Mexicans really don't. And Jews don't. Yeah. So
whites don't with Mexicans. That's the fucking truth of it. That is the truth.
They don't. They really don't.
They don't. Absolutely true. Nobody has a fucking problem with anybody.
So somebody explain to me why whites and Asians get along in America. I mean, if the second you can answer that question, then you can see through their bullshit.
Exactly, and it is absolute bullshit. It's creating something that isn't even there. Mm-hmm. I know for a fact that white people or native Texans have a problem with Mexicans coming over the border illegally, and that's it. But I would have a problem with that myself.
Yeah.
That's it. It's nothing to do with color. It's nothing to do with race. It's just to do with legality. Exactly, and that's it. That is it. That is all it boils down to.
That's an overhyped thing. Honestly, before this presidential campaign, immigration policy, I mean, there is no immigration. It's a net zero.
Yeah, I know that you have like the lowest ever in history at the minute.
Yeah, and plus, like, get on with your life, for God's sakes. I mean, good Lord, America's a clusterfuck. We got so many people. Like, you're not even going to notice of 1 million new people coming. And people are bitching about 10,000 Syrians coming? Go ahead.
Right. I will say to anybody who wants to come into America from a different country, if you have a legitimate reasons to come in, go through that process and tell me that it isn't fucked up, because it isn't. It's difficult. It's difficult, and it's made to be difficult.
Look, people were complaining about 10,000 Syrians coming to America, okay? Within the time I'm finishing this sentence, there have been 10,000 babies born in America, okay? Like, it just doesn't make sense, but it gives them something to talk about. People want to vent rage. It's misdirected rage. It's rage because their sex life is shit. And so what is it? Build a wall. What the fuck? Build an erection.
I'd like to meet a Trump supporter who actually thinks the wall's going to be built.
Oh, that would be the worst expenditure of money in the history of time. Stupid. Absolutely.
And the same thing goes,
insane.
like Drew is saying, like the wall and everything. And I think Trump made some statement about this the other day.
Oh God! Oh
my God. He's gonna make Mexicans pay for
Anthony,
it.
it is so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Ridiculous.
Okay, so how about that?
No, but he kind of reiterated it, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you build a wall, and then guess what happens?
Oh, Jesus.
A Mexican takes an airplane, flies into America on a tourist visa, and here's the tricky part, stays.
Tunnels under the wall, or climbs over the wall, or
Right,
blasts through the wall.
Right. No, I'm sure at immigration, when he's going through the airport security, he'll say, what's your purpose of this visit? It's to immigrate here illegally. That's my plan. I'm going to stay here forever. You can't do that. Send him back.
Hang on, wait a minute. Okay. So what people miss, right, living in Texas, and I've lived in Texas for 5 years, is that people miss the fact that the Texas people, the indigenous Texas people, have a very good relationship with the people that live in Mexico, right? That's just a fact. That's what happens, and it's always been the case. People, if you live in Texas, you're aware that you're on the Mexico border.
Somebody just said that statement is stupid, Devin, and guess what just happened to that person?
Banned.
They're out of my life in this chat.
Good.
And
yeah, saw that. Don't be idiotic about it. I mean, a lot of these people may live in America.
Okay, so I have no idea what statement he was referring to, but he has to be wrong. He has to be wrong. Yeah. So he's banned.
You cannot